All right. All right, we are live and we got the chat on there this time, so that's going to be good. Let's pull this up anyways. Okay. We're just going to wait for a few people to join here. I believe everything's, we're up and running now. Beautiful. Yes, episode 1 here is called The Process, or episode 2, sorry, here is called The Process Begins. So, I think that's good. Peaceful's in, Ben Parker's in. Hello, guys, welcome. I am just going to have to hold on a second here. Let's get this chat. I have to update this chat too for 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. That's popping up now. I don't know why the other chat is there. You guys can kind of see. I think we might have to throw a little bit of a background on the chat. I'm just playing around with the chat right now, guys. Welcome. Hello. Good to see you guys. Let's just go here. Luma key's probably just a little bit too much. How does that look, guys? Is the chat looking okay? Is it? Oh, it's not really. Okay, I know what I need to do. Okay, so we'll go to filters. We got the Luma key on there. But then we will throw a... What do we want to throw on here? Because we don't want the chat quite like covering up everything, but yeah, if it's not in the right spot either, then it's just not going to pop up properly. Okay, how do we want to do this? Probably go even a little bit smaller on the chat there. That way you guys can still see it, but then it's not like blocking everything. I am playing around with the chat right now, so that's why. Yeah, between 47 and 48, it just cuts out all of the background. Which would look okay if my chat was looking a little bit better here, but let's go live chat. Okay. So we have currently got 4 people in the stream so far. So welcome to everybody who's in. I would assume it's the 3 that have actually said hello so far, and then everybody else is, or the one other person just isn't quite as engaged as you guys, but that is all good. What do you guys think about the chat on the screen? Obviously this strip is gonna disappear here in a minute once we get more chats in here. So yeah, we're going to actually be rolling along here in just a moment, getting all the scouting and everything else done. It's not looking bad. I mean, yeah, it's got my weird kind of, like, I was testing the chat out yesterday to see if it looked good on the screen, and it obviously, it doesn't look bad. It's just, I wish it had just like a slightly, like, partially transparent background, but not, yeah. Emmerich, you're the other person. Welcome. Glad you're in the chat. I love engaging with people who are actually watching the stream. We're up to 7 viewers now. Okay. All right. We're rolling. We are rolling. So, I do believe that this is going to be a good stream just as far as what we're going to get done today. We're going to pretty much be going through the entirety of Season 1 today. We're obviously going to cut it up into 2 episodes like we've done in the first stream, which I think is good. If you guys don't like that format, let me know, but I think it worked. It's gonna work pretty well. I did get mad lucky with the lottery piece, so yeah, you went back and saw that. I mean, yeah, the odds of us winning a franchise player in our first kind of like redraft go is just absolutely insane. I can't believe we actually managed to do that. But yeah, Vasilyev is going to be a beautiful player in the future. He's going to be super quick, super skilled. I'm really excited to see what he does in his rookie season. And, of course, he's going to be on the power play, even though our power play looks pretty garbage right now, if I'm being honest. Maybe we, instead of Lazat, maybe we throw like Freddie Gaudreau in here to maybe bump up the chemistry. No, that didn't really work. Okay. How's Zamula on here? Not any better. Great. All right, well, our chemistry is probably going to be horrendous for the first couple of seasons. Once we start getting more guys with actual X factors in, then that's going to make a difference. But we're absolutely tanking in the first season, I think, is what the goal is going to be. We'll see if that actually happens or not, but hopefully the Habs get... Yeah, right, it's the lottery tonight. I keep forgetting it's the lottery tonight, but it totally is. So, yeah, we'll see. I just get that feeling that San Jose, yes, San Jose has the best odds, but they are probably the team most in need of a Macklin Celebrini. I wouldn't be mad if Celebrini ends up in San Jose. That one, I'm like, okay, the Sharks absolutely stink. Don't get me wrong, they probably need defenders more than offensive players, so if they land pick 2, 3, or 4, it's really not a loss for San Jose because, again, Salayev, Levshinov, Sam Dickinson, Zeev Boyum. There's a ton of good defenders coming up. You think Chicago's going to get Celebrini? The Habs could use him, but then again, the Habs don't really need defense. I kind of get the feeling, honestly, if the Habs got Caden Lindstrom, I think that would be an absolutely beautiful fit. He's kind of my number one guy for where I think they could, where Montreal would be the best off with, because they have good defenders already. They got Lane Hudson, they got David Reinbacher, they got Caden Gooley, they got the Habs are pretty set on defense. But yeah, Celebrini would be a massive addition for the Canadiens here too. I love the draft speculation and everything. And even better, guys, we've got this here as far as this is the actual draft we're going to be playing through this year. I can't believe Caden Lindstrom ended up so high though on this ranking. I don't know why he's number 2 over Salayev and this computer generated Tukio guy and I don't know. But we'll see. You see, apparently the draft got leaked. No, who won it? That's interesting. I'm gonna look that up right now. 2024 NHL draft lottery leak. Some of it. So yeah, it looks like because Montreal's number 5, correct? Is that wrong? Utah is number 2. Oh my god, that would be. Montreal is 6. Yeah, so Montreal would have been moving down. Same with because Utah or Arizona was at 6, right? So. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting because if Utah gets a big defenseman on the back end like Salayev, then they're going to be looking all right. But yeah, I'm seeing that. The NHL sucks so bad as far as not leaking their lotteries and stuff. Only movement was Utah, yeah. And you know what? If that happens, so be it. I'm Montreal won Slavkovsky a few years ago, peaceful. So, as much as they could use another number 1 pick, they're probably not going to get it. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And don't get me wrong, if Utah wins the number 2 pick, as annoying as it is, but Bettman wants it. Yes, yeah, Bettman is very not... It's at 6:30. Yes, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see. But we've got some scouting and simulating to do here. I think we're going to get started here, guys. So I'm going to just do my full-on intro bit here, and then we'll get rolling. So the team that gets the number 1 pick is the team who finished with the lowest points of the season. Yes, correct, Scott. Well, not necessarily. They have the best odds because there's still a draft lottery. So they have an 18.5 or 20 or something around that percentage chance of winning the draft lottery. So they have 20 ping pong balls out of 100 or something in the lottery roller, and then it's just dumb luck from there, really. But yeah, the worst team gets the best odds. Second and third have the second and third best odds as far as being the second and third worst teams. But then it varies up from there, and yeah, exactly. Emmerich's got it there for you, Scott. I'm sure lots of people can explain it to you, but yeah, the draft lottery is a very interesting thing because it adds this extra variety and randomness and luck to getting the best prospect on the board. Like when the Edmonton Oilers won Connor McDavid in 2015, they were the third worst team in the league. They weren't the worst team in the league. It was Buffalo and Arizona were both worse than Edmonton, but Edmonton still lucked out and won their fourth draft lottery in 6 years yeah, it was 6 years. Yeah, British sports don't have it. Yeah, I can't imagine if like British sports had draft lotteries and stuff. That would add a whole nother level of variety to it. But anyways, guys, we're gonna get going here, so let's do this intro nice and quick. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanius here. Welcome to episode, I guess it's gonna be number 3 of this NHL 24 Draft to Glory franchise mode here with the Newfoundland Growlers. This is a live stream number 2, and we're going to be going into episodes 3 and 4 of the edited version. So let's get into it. So, last episode we lucked out, won the franchise player, Oleg Vasiliev, in the draft and the redraft lottery, and it was kind of just a crazy sequence of events. You guys can go back and watch it. I'll have the last video and last 2 videos linked below in the description of this video once it's actually published and released. But Oleg Vasiliev, of course, 82 rated, going to be probably the face of the franchise in the future. We're going to call him the Black Belarusian because he's a black guy and nobody was ready for it, really. Interesting take there, Philip, as far as we're talking about draft lotteries right now in the chat for all of you guys that are watching on YouTube. On the edited version, you can see the chat just up above right here, and we're chatting about the draft lottery because it's going to be tonight as far as when this live stream is taking place. So yeah, lots of draft lottery speculation. Interesting from Philippe there saying that Arizona would still be in the league if they'd won the McDavid lottery. You're probably right on that. I wouldn't bet against that. Okay, so as far as getting into the scouting and calendar simulation and everything, we really just have to hit our scouting dates. So again, for those of you who haven't watched my my scouting tutorial on how things work, we're just going to go through, hit every date, try to get as many players scouted as physically possible. And then once that occurs, or once that's been done, we're going to have a much better chance of landing some really good players. Nice comment there, Peaceful. Okay, so we simulate up to October 1st, and we're still in preseason, but it looks like Jonathan Marchessault is just going off. He's an absolute animal. But yeah, we're going to be jumping into this Assigned Scouts tab a lot. You guys are going to see me do just a whole bunch of spammy scouting because that's really just how this method works. So we do, for those of you who don't know, we start off by doing playstyle. We scout that for whatever, like 10, 12 days. Then we do strengths and weaknesses, then we do skills assessment, and then we skip over character assessment because that doesn't really matter. And we just do 2 potential comparisons at the end of the year. But right now we're doing all the strengths and weaknesses, and we're going to go all the way up to probably November 10th, November 11th, somewhere in there. So it looks like we get up to pick number 168 in Russia, so that's actually pretty solid as far as how many players we got scouted initially. And then we will just continue spamming through, and you guys will get to see the masterclass of scouting take place over time here. So yeah, we're aiming for the 11th. The scouts take the most time out of everything in franchise mode. Absolutely correct there, Peaceful. That is exactly what is going to be the majority of this episode. But hey, it means that I can kind of just brainlessly sit here and spam through this while I get to talk to you guys, which is awesome because that's so much better than me sitting by myself in a room, not talking to anybody, not doing anything, and just sitting here and just clicking, spamming through. It gets pretty tedious after a while. That was, I think, one of the main causes of my burnout from previous Draft to Glory series, but I mean, if I get to chat with you guys, it makes it a lot more bearable for sure. So, alright, looks like, holy moly, we're going to get a lot of Finnish guys scouted here. Alright, you know what, we'll take it. We will take up to 398. That's crazy. I mean, really, the strengths and weaknesses isn't a huge like, it doesn't take up a ton of time on the calendar compared to other things. It's like, potential comparison. But, we've got our scouts fairly well allocated at the moment, so that's what we're just going to keep rolling through here and getting done. And another thing is, if you guys forget where your last player scouted, if you don't remember it in your head, you can just spam through with the triggers and then find where that little yellow bar up at the top isn't actually showing. So there's another quick tip to help your scouting go faster. And holy moly, we're going to get a lot of guys done here in Liga, or in the SHL as well. So not a ton of players in here. I think, Jurasek is a big name, and then Benek, I believe, next year. Adam Benek will be another player that we definitely will want to scout. But, let's just continue on here. I know the goalie there, Kirsch, is going to be pretty good, so maybe that's another medium starter guy that we'll get. I know he's medium starter because that's just my set roster. Do you think the Rangers will go up 2-0 tonight? Honestly, I picked Carolina in 7 for that series simply because I think the defense is just going to get it done at the end of the day. But I don't know. Like, it's the way the Rangers are playing right now is making me feel, it's giving me that feeling that they are unfazed by the President's Trophy curse and that it's not going to affect them. But you see it going to 7? Potentially. I mean, if the Rangers just keep scoring the way they have, though, like, Carolina's done. To be completely honest with you, like I don't think Carolina can keep up with the Rangers scoring. The Rangers have some very good offense, and so far this year, do you think Edmonton's going to win the series and how many games? Well, I mean, yes, I think Edmonton's going to win. I am an Edmonton fan, so that doesn't really. I mean, that skews my bias a little bit, but with the report coming out today, I don't know if a lot of you guys saw it yet or not. That Demko's out until at least Game 5. Of the Edmonton and Vancouver series. I really don't think Vancouver's going to be disciplined enough to not give Edmonton 3 to 5 power plays a game. Like I just don't think that's going to happen unless the refs decide to swallow their whistles because it's the playoffs. But if they do, Silovs versus Skinner, I'm picking Skinner all day. The man has been an absolute backstop in the last 3 playoff games he's played in. Like, to be fair, it was LA. LA does not have the scoring power of Vancouver, but at the same time, I don't think it really matters because a lot of Skinner backstopping those games was actually the defense in front of him just locked it down. So as long as they continue to play that way, I really don't think Vancouver has much of a chance. Simply because that's the best hockey I've seen any of those Edmonton defenders play. In the playoffs, at least. So, yeah. Hockey Visuals, welcome to the stream. Good to see you made it. We're just starting our scouting here. We've got the live chat on, so that's on the screen at least today. So now you guys can kind of see that all pop up when you actually send messages. And that means it will be in the YouTube video too, so it's not going to keep viewers just guessing as to what I'm responding to or if it looks like I'm talking to myself, because sometimes it does. Ooh. We have got a lot of OHL players. This might be tricky. We only got to pick 52 with the scouting. That could be a problem. So maybe we'll have to go out and hire an additional. Yeah, we might have to go out and hire an additional OHL scout. I mean, honestly, I would rather Edmonton play probably Colorado because I think they can get into the run and gun together with them. More like better than Dallas because Dallas would probably shut down the Oilers. Ottinger is a really good goalie, and honestly, I don't know who I haven't made the pick for that series yet because that series hasn't started yet, and the Dallas Vegas series went extended or it went all the way to Game 7. So I don't know. Like I really like Colorado scoring, and so far in the playoffs, scoring seems to have trumped everything else. As far as if you can outscore your opponent, you're going to win. It's really not been a game of a lot of defense apart from like Boston, Florida, and Toronto and those teams. Like those ones, even Florida. Florida got into a big kind of, it wasn't run and gun, but it was like, we're still going to outscore the Tampa Bay Lightning in spite of them having the best power play in the league and this and that and all these other things. Like it. Apart from that, though, when Florida's played teams that are actually good defensively like Boston, they're playing defensively for the most part. You're saying pick Colorado? I mean, yeah, that was going to be my pick at the end of the day was Colorado. Simply because they have so many good players. Okay, we're going to relocate Braylon MacArthur here. 11 viewers. Let's go. Yeah, we're rolling right now. Let's go, guys. Thank you everybody who's in on the stream and watching. Like we are cooking so far. This is a decent amount. We actually got up to at one point on the stream a few days ago. I think we got up to 20. You wouldn't pick Dallas because of the Peter DeBoer curse? Interesting. What is the Peter DeBoer curse? I haven't actually heard about this yet. So, I mean, I would love to get a little bit more insight on that as to what is it. Because yeah, I haven't actually heard of the Pete DeBoer curse. Appreciate pasta so much before my life. Then Saturday. Oh wait. Oh, you haven't appreciated Pasternak so much except for on Saturday. That was such a sweet goal. Like, I watched it happen. I was like, oh my god, that was crazy. Was that offside? Because it was close, but the puck was probably about that far over the line before Pasternak crossed it, and that's crazy to think because Pasternak was going full speed. Like, he was fully wound up already at that point. So yeah, that was. I feel for all the Toronto fans because, I mean, they're probably going to be tearing down their core, or at least trading Marner and Tavares. That's kind of what it sounds like is going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see because I really don't know what. Look on. Oh yeah, Urinating Tree's a great channel. They are so good as far as their kind of like analysis and breakdowns and backstory analytics go. That's for sure one of my favorite kind of like docu-series type channels and breakdowns. Like they are so good. I've watched quite a bit of Urinating Tree, so yeah, I'll have to look at it. Peter DeBoer is 8-0 in Game 7s in his career. That is insane. Okay, but at the same time, if his team doesn't get to Game 7, they're not. Doesn't matter, right? So, all right. So we're done our first round of scouting here, and let's get simulating here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, as we get into this simulation, I'm gonna start putting up a few different kind of like votes in the chat because we can actually do that with the live chat here. I can go, where is it? Engage with audience. Yeah, okay, so you guys can probably see my mouse kind of just popping in and out, like, yeah, right in here. Just below it, I actually have an engage with your audience tab, so we'll use that in a little bit. But once we get rolling with that, that's gonna definitely help. We did not win our regular season home opener. Oh, I also totally just forgot to oh, we actually won a game. We beat the Anaheim Ducks, so maybe that says something about Anaheim. But let's actually go in. I didn't actually show you guys our team ratings here for this season. Oh, we gotta do AHL first, otherwise it skips over it. But yeah, here we go. So for our regular season ratings this year on the team, we have got on the Halifax Huskies 60 offense, absolutely terrible, which is hilarious. 60 offense, 51 defense, and 64 goaltending. So that is going to be very likely the worst team in the AHL this year. Although Dylan Coughlin has something else to say about it, or Dylan Collin, however you say his name. I say Coughlin, but it should be Collin because it's, yeah. All right, and then, oh, look at Marchessault looking pretty good. Oh yeah, and here's the jerseys too, guys. I haven't showed you these yet, but they're looking pretty good. I did actually directly model them off of the Newfoundland Growlers jerseys that exist currently. So there's like no shoulder patch kind of thing, or like there's no different color on the shoulder. The collar has got different colors. Like it's exactly how I wanted it to be. But yeah, we're looking at 86 offense, 89 defense, and 84 goaltending. So that's actually pretty solid. That's probably the best first team I've had in a draft to glory here. Like, I can't remember the last time that all of our team ratings were over like 82. So yeah, pretty solid there as far as what we're looking at. But all right. Yeah, the NHL 22 jerseys were not exact replicas. These ones are a lot better. Like, that's absolutely what I was going for, was just exactly replicated, or as close as you possibly can. And I think I did a pretty good job there. So yeah. People not seeing this live are missing out on the conversation. Absolutely. I mean, yes and no, because, like, again, we got the chat right up here now, so now they can at least see it. They obviously can't participate in it, but yeah, let's continue on here because really our team's gotten off to a pretty acceptable start in my opinion. But we'll see how the first month goes, and as long as we continue to lose, I got no problems at all. So we're not going to look at the draft class yet. We'll look at the draft class a little bit closer to once we've actually done a round of potential and comparison scouting. And all right, we're 3-6-1, and then we win 2 games and go 5-6-1, and all of a sudden the Growlers have got 11 points and are only a point out of a playoff spot. To be fair, with 2 games behind, but oh boy, okay. Shoot, I did not want our team to win that much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we lose Igor Zamula to an injury, but then we continue to lose games, which is good. We lose Blake Lazat to an injury. And Ilya Labushkin. Ooh, okay. We beat the... Oh, wow, okay. We beat the Islanders and... What is with our team, like, winning 2 games right at the end? Like, we're somehow ahead of the Canadiens and Red Wings currently, which is hilarious, as well as... Oh, my God, LA. You guys can't see it because it's behind my chat right now. The LA Kings have started off the season 2-14. They haven't won any overtime games. They have 4 points. And then the next closest teams to them are the Penguins with 11 points and the Red Wings with 11 points. Holy LA. Oh, I'm feeling for them right now. That is where I wanted to be. True. Yeah. People that watch live don't get to vote on the polls, and that's their loss for missing out on the live stream. But that's how it goes. I know we're live streaming right in the middle of the day, so that's makes it a little bit more difficult for some people to watch, but you got another Nigel feature. He's back in now, so, and he's gonna go hide in his box that's just sitting right over here. So, Nigel, what's going on? You ain't gonna come here? No? Come on. If I let him, he'll jump right up on my chair and sit like right beside me here. So, come here. Come on. He's being a cat right now. So, all right. After that first round of scouting, I don't think it's really going to change too many draft positions or anything like that. By the looks of it, we're going to be in that top 3 to 6 kind of category, which is good because it means we're going to be getting an elite player regardless. But as we get a little further into the draft, there aren't really a ton of other elite, like super elite guys. The second round is going to be good for us just based on the fact that there's going to be pretty decent top 6 kind of guys that could make our team eventually. And that's going to be a huge bonus for how our prospect pool development goes, because that's what the process is today, is us kind of building a strong first real draft, not just the redraft. So with that in mind, let's check the player morale quickly, see how we're looking. And all right, everybody's neutral right now, so that's not bad. Oh, and here we go. We've got, you can see his tail there now. We've got a Mr. Nigel on the stream. There he is. Say hello to the camera, Nigel. Nope, you're gonna squirm? Okay. He needs his cuddles right now. Maybe taking a D this year would be a better option. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Peaceful. That is Mr. Nigel. We call him Nigel Wigel. You can kind of see him there. Grab him like this and go, hello, guys. Hello. You can hear him. You might be able to hear him purring. Yeah, he's pretty happy right now. So, but yeah, I don't disagree with the defense as far as getting a good top 2 defender, so an elite guy of some kind, whether it be Silyev. You know what I'm realizing is Anton Silayev and Oleg Vasilyev are very similar names, so that's going to be tricky to pronounce. Ooh, Tukio's interesting. Okay, he's a defensive defenseman versus we have other offensive defensemen. There goes Nigel. He's going to just cuddle right up on his chair. He's got a chair that's got a nice soft blanket on it, and he'll just cuddle right up and sit through live streams with me. It's pretty sweet. But I do agree as far as getting a defenseman's probably the right move, whether it be Zeev Boyum or Anton Slav, who could play both wings, or Artyom Levshinov. Levshinov, we know from the Chicago series, has the potential to grow into a high elite or borderline franchise defenseman. So that is something we will keep an eye on too, because again, it's very likely we're not going to win the lottery this year. And again, we are going to play. Okay, so the other rule, yeah, exactly. Unless I get number one again, the other rule we're going to play by too, guys, is we are going to. NHL doesn't implement it, like the video game doesn't implement the real NHL rules as far as if you win 2 first overall picks or if you win 2 lotteries within 5 years, I believe. Or you can only win 2 lotteries within 5 years. So the other 3 years you have to be losing. And then if you from that second win, if you win or you cannot win another lottery for a 5-year span. So like if we win back-to-back first overall picks, it means we wouldn't by NHL rules be allowed to win another lottery until 2029. Technically that's the rule. So we can play by that. I mean, our team's going to be bad for a while still, so maybe we don't play by that either. Like, I wouldn't mind ending up with, like, 5 top 3 picks on our team. Like, that would be nice. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Should we play by the, like, actual NHL rules? Or should we be looking to do something else as far as how we're going to utilize this? So, I am just looking over here at the scroll wheel on this. Okay, you know what? That looks fine. I'm just making sure everything looks good. So, now that we're at this point, Hockey Visual saying, no, don't do that, and Peaceful saying, you got to take advantage of that. Okay, yeah, all right, we will. I'm totally fine with doing that, because otherwise, what's the point of Draft to Glory, right? Is if you're just losing lotteries 5 out of every 7 years, right? Like, it's... that would be pretty harsh. So, all right, let's go back to Assign Scouts here, get rolling again. And, yeah, now we are on to the next step of this process, which is going to be skill assessment. And skill assessment is going to take us all the way up to mid-January, January 15th, about, give or take. Okay, so we'll go January 13th by the looks of it. I guarantee you will be screwed so much to the point that you will take advantage of it. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're going to have to take advantage of it because otherwise our team is just going to be bad for, like, 15 years. Get as many number 1 picks as you can. We will within our Draft to Glory rules, Mark. I don't know if you've seen... if you missed the first live stream, one of the rules we're playing by is that we're not allowed to make trades, obviously, so we can't trade up. But, I mean, yeah, if we win multiple lotteries, I'm not gonna say no to that either. Like that would be foolish of us to not take advantage of the lottery. So yeah, that is exactly what we're gonna do. And yeah, we'll see what other prospects. Every now and then there's a few guys in here that are totally worth our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks. Any offer sheets will be the most important decisions of this franchise. I agree, Peaceful. I agree, because I don't know if you remember in our NHL 22 Growlers Draft to Glory series. Lucas King, you're looking for the copy of the spreadsheet? Go to my community tab. I've got that available. It should be posted in the community tab now, and then once you view it, you should be able to view it and then just make a copy of it as far as once it's in you just go to My Drive or Drive, like your Google Drive kind of thing. And then once you're in there, then it should allow you, like it should give you access to make a copy of it. I think you just right click on the file. But yeah, no, the spreadsheet is absolutely awesome. Not all of the teams are like fully completed on it, so I apologize for that. As far as I was trying to put some like custom teams and expansion teams into there, and I didn't finish it before I posted it, but it's all good. There's still a lot of playable teams, and you guys can actually go in and edit the formulas and stuff too once you make a copy. So if you want to replace a team with another team, the only things you need to know are the reference cells for the drop down menus. So if you go to, I believe it's the very last sheet on the entire file. If you go to the rightmost sheet, it's like help or something like that, or lookup. And if you go to lookup, it will give you all of the available teams and where they are, and then you can like delete and replace them if you need to, or like add in extra ones and then just extend where the drop down menus are pulling the reference cells from. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but it's also not that tricky as well. I mean, it probably helps that I took some computer classes in college, because yeah, learning how Excel and all of those Microsoft files work definitely played into how well I could utilize the Google Docs and Google Sheets. Loving the stream, Lucas. Great. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad I can help. And honestly, that spreadsheet has been such a game changer for me as far as being able to track my franchise modes properly, because obviously NHL doesn't do it well. So having something else, an external source to do it, really makes a difference. So how are we doing so far? Have I messed up any skills assessments? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we will continue on here in the DEL. What happened to the Capitals and Gladiators franchise modes? I just got burnt out, to be completely honest with you there, Hockey Visuals. Like, I really was struggling to even make YouTube videos. There was just, I really hit a level of burnout that I haven't experienced since I started making YouTube videos. So that's what happened there, and I just had no will or capacity to go out and make a YouTube video every day or every couple of days. It was just, I don't know what it was. Like, I just hit some kind of mental block and burnout where I was just like, I have no desire to make YouTube videos right now. So that was what happened there. That was why NHL 23 was it wasn't a bad year, but it wasn't a very good year either. So that's what happened there, if you're wondering. But you're right, Peaceful, as far as, yeah. NHL, that's the other thing too, Braden. Yeah, NHL 23 wasn't the best game. At least this year, I found more motivation as far as the game added the extra level of variety and randomness as far as top players are going to have. They're going to generate or ungenerate X factors depending on. Would it be degenerate X factors? Yeah. So there is that level of randomness, which really kind of pulled me back. And I was like, oh, okay, this could be fun, because now I don't have to go in and set every single player's X factors. It's just going to change randomly year to year depending on their development. So yeah, that was another thing where I was like, okay, this makes me want to play the game a little bit more. So yeah, and then that combined with the fact that, I started off on the right foot for me to get my YouTube channel running and making consistent revenue year to year, I have to upload all those tutorial videos first. So like the how to deke, the how to defend, the how to do all the franchise mode tutorials, all that kind of stuff. I need to do those first, and I didn't do those first in NHL 23 because I was like, oh, I just did them last year and the game hardly changed at all, so what's the point of making them again this year? And then that actually limited how much revenue I could make on my channel as well, so that also was another kind of demotivating factor. But yeah, as far as this year goes, we got off on the right foot, so that made a big difference. And then I've been a lot more in tune with kind of watching and talking to other franchise mode YouTubers this year as well, whether it be Tugi or Data or who else have we been in contact with? There's been a few different people that I've just been watching consistently, seeing what they're doing. That has also helped a lot as far as how I've kind of battled through this year, because it hasn't been a spectacular year as far as the game itself goes, but let's see, we're getting lots of chats here. Okay. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm just kind of trying to keep up with all the chats here. Lucas King was asking who I got for Oilers Canucks. I've got the Oilers. I mean, if you couldn't tell here, Lucas, I'm a little bit of an Oilers fan, but yeah, Demko's out till Game 5. That was the big announcement today, and when I heard that, I was like, okay, good luck, Vancouver. You guys are gonna really have to get some crazy big saves if you're gonna win that series. So, yeah. I mean, if I didn't have the Oilers picked, I mean, I almost just for lack of a better term, shits and giggles with my family's hockey pool, because I've got two younger brothers, and my dad is also just super into hockey. So for our picks this year, they all picked Edmonton for the second round. And I'm like, I almost want to pick the Canucks just in case it goes sideways and then I get points, but I really don't see it happening. I think it's going to be a repeat almost of... Let's see here, sorry. I get the feeling it's almost going to be a repeat of the Winnipeg-Colorado series, where it's like, yeah, Winnipeg swept the regular season series and they had Colorado's number all year, and then Colorado just came in and just gentleman swept them. Like, gentleman swept them. Like, it wasn't even close, really, so... I get the feeling that might happen. I'm looking at the chat here again. Scott said, how important do you find scheme fit versus line chemistry? I noticed that you have 3 players with X factors on the same line, and the chemistry is high, even if the players don't seem to fit the scheme. X factors are the biggest role in contributing to overall chemistry. If you've got players that have complementary... if you have players that are complementary in their X factors, so like let's say we had... Am I from Newfoundland? No, Lucas, I am from the West Coast. Not exactly West Coast. I'm just on the interior. I'm in the Okanagan Valley, actually. But, I am exact opposite end of Newfoundland, if you can't tell by the accent. But yeah, for X factors, just answering Scott's question here, if you have 3 complementary X factors, so like you could see, the line fit is pretty bad here because we have 2 two-way forwards and a playmaker. If we had a sniper alongside Vasiliev, that would help quite a bit. But then again, at the same time, if we put all 3 of these guys on, like it changes, it keeps the chemistry about the same, because there really isn't. I would say on a scale of percentages, it would probably be X factors are 40% effective on helping with chemistry, and then scheme fit and play style are the other 60. So, yeah. Finding it funny here. Okay, Mark, glad you're learning a lot from the channel. I'm gonna keep uploading. That's exactly what we're doing here. And then Peace was saying, Mark, thank you for your team services and beating Vegas. That's really funny, actually. So, Mark saying, not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. Yeah, that was a nail biting series for sure. Like, it was really close, but I'm glad the Vegas Golden Cheaters are out. Sorry to anybody who is actually a Vegas fan in the chat. I don't know if there's too many of them here, but yeah, we're rolling with. We hit 16 viewers at one point, so that's pretty solid. Awesome comment there, Hockey Visuals. I'm glad that my videos inspired you. That's one of the reasons why I make these videos, is to really get people into it. And I mean, I've always loved team building and growing your players and doing these like draft to glories, road to glories, whatever you want to call them. I've always found a lot of enjoyment in building a long-term system like that, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Lubushkin's back. Okay. We've got Trevor Van Riemsdyk playing third line center. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. That helps a lot. Yeah, okay, yeah. Awesome, Scott. I'm glad I could answer your question there, because yeah, the line chemistry is a bit of a tricky thing. I don't know if my tutorial did the best job explaining it. Like how I format my videos. Awesome, Braden. I'm glad that's working for you as well, because yeah, the video format is always a tough thing when it comes to how you're actually going to edit things. What is going on here? How are we 9-8? hold on a second. We're winning games here. Something's going not wrong, but like something's going more right than I expected it to. What are okay, there we go. We're 10-12 now. Okay, so we were right here after these two games. We were 4 games in a row on a win streak, and then we lost to 1-1, lost to. Oh god, this team is going to stress me out as far as how well we're actually going to finish as far as down in the lottery, and we're winning more games. Oh my goodness. This Toileter is definitely helpful, especially the scouting one I put a lot of work into. That was probably over an hour of unedited footage that I had to go through and like piece by piece edit it together and make sure it all worked and fit. We're getting into January now. We're starting to get all the player styles and stuff. I don't think we're going to have any. Oh, okay. I guess we get a few players' potentials in here. They're from the last draft mainly, so those guys aren't going to be particularly good. Looks like Caden Lindstrom's jumped back up now, so that's an interesting movement there. Salayev at 4 is going to be a potential draft steal because he could get really good, but then again, probably wouldn't hurt to take Levshinov as well. We're gonna pull up a vote here pretty soon, just as far as who should we be going for, what kind of, how are we winning so many games? We were on a 5-game winning streak there. Like, we are sitting right in the middle of our division right now. Oh my god. I don't know if I could. I mean, I could do a world franchise mode. We'd have to relocate everything and everybody there, Arvid. I'm glad you're in. I remember interacting with you a ton in previous NHL games videos, so glad to see you're in here. Oh man, Oleg Vasilyev's having a pretty solid rookie year here, 31 points in 38 games. But the whole team is just playing like surprisingly well here off the start. So I mean, this is probably the draft year where we actually deal with this and end up not landing as high a pick. But yeah, we're 18-2. 38 points. We are nowhere near the bottom of the league. We're actually sitting almost middle. So, and that's a really interesting concept there, Arvid. I haven't even really thought about doing anything like that, but that's something we could explore in the future. Where's the standings? Here we go. This record is unfortunate for a high pick. I agree. It is a very decent record considering all things considered. The Buffalo Sabres are on top of the league. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where are we sitting? 21st? Yeah, we have no chance of winning the number 1 pick at that position. You can only move 10 spots. So the best we would win would be the 3rd overall pick. Yeah, we're gonna need to lose some more games. So maybe holy, Jonathan Marchessault has got 52 points in 38 games. Somebody want to do... I'm going to do the math on that, actually. Like, that is... Hold on a second. 52 divided by 38. He's on a 1.36 points per game pace. Holy moly. San Jose's in the playoffs. That's crazy. Yes, that is crazy. Completely unrealistic. Oh my god, Jonathan Marchessault is leading the league in points right now. Are you serious? Oh my god. He's not even playing with Vasilyev either. That's the thing, is I'm like, okay, if he was playing with Vasilyev, I'd be like, okay, whatever, cool. But I think we're going to have to rename him Jonathan Marchessault here, because he is just, this is ridiculous. How? Like, he's leading the league in goals. He's nowhere near on assists, but he's leading the league in goals and points. And he's a plus 12 on a mid-team. Where's McDavid? That is a great question. I have no clue. God. Oh, Jonathan Marchessault. We probably shouldn't have drafted him now that I'm looking at it, because this is... I've seen enough give him the captaincy. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. We're going to do that right now. I think we got him on a 4-year deal right now, I'm pretty sure. Slap that C on him right now. Yeah. What's his contract? He's got a decent contract. Not only that, but his 1.36 points per game is on pace for 112 points this year. And we've got him on under an $8 million contract as well. That is... I don't understand this game. I apologize, guys, because we should be in a much more losing spot. He deserves $13 million for real. Yes, I agree. He's the best player in the league right now. My God. Okay, so we're gonna sim up to the midpoint of January, do more scouting, and hopefully lose some games here. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, we lost Casey DeSmith. Maybe this is the turning point for our team. Kevin Lankinen, get up here. What is happening? Vasilyev's doing okay. He's got 32 points in 48 games or something like that. Or what are we at? We're not quite at that. Oh, God, do we have another? Oh, we got a 57 rated goalie. It's always funny to see how the game just kind of generates in random goalies. But yeah, that team in the system is going to be horrendous. So... have we lost some games? There we go. We finally lost 2 in a row. Whoa. Yeah. Come on, boys. Keep losing. Oh, my. This is the annoying part is when... Did I check goalie numbers? I don't want to check goalie numbers. I'm scared to check goalie numbers because I know they're going to be horrendous. Yeah. Nobody's good. Like really nobody out of our goalies is good. Marchessault took offense to Peaceful's comment. Oh, are you saying goalie numbers is the reason why Marchessault's scoring? So it might be. He's shooting 17.6%. That is absolutely ridiculous. Whatever works for you. We're going to have to switch up our system here in the next season or two to make sure that Vasilyev ends up on the top line, because right now our chemistry does not complement him at all, and that's going to be a problem. So yeah, we'll have to switch up the coach at some point here, but that's going to be a little bit further down the road. Okay, let's keep going here. Come on. We need losses, not wins. Losses, not even overtime losses. Come on, just lose the game flat out. I said a joke? What joke? What joke did you say? I missed it. I am realizing now, I don't know why, but the chat has just disappeared for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, apparently I have to have it open. Yeah, I totally missed your joke, Peaceful. I had no idea what it actually was there. So, yeah, if you don't mind typing it again, I will absolutely check it out and see what you were saying that Marchessault absolutely took offense to. Because that might make sense. You might have jinxed us, Peaceful. I got nothing else to say there. I have no idea how our team's performing this well. So, all right. With all of this in mind, let's start slapping on the potentials and comparisons. This is where we're finally going to get to start looking at the draft here. So I'm excited for that. LTIR lose to Dallas in round 1. Yeah, exactly. Are you saying that's what we should do, is utilize the LTIR as well? Might end up happening here. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to go up to May. Let's go May. Yeah. May 13th is probably good. Yes, Marchessault absolutely took offense to that. He's like, you LTIR my ass. I'm gonna just dominate the league because I'm the best player in the league now. I'm the most recent Conn Smythe winner. Get absolutely ruined. Okay. Let's go up to May 12th. Oh, we got a Stanley in here too. So my other cat has decided to join the stream as well, and he's flopped on the ground. So I'm gonna have to turn around and give him a little tummy rub before we actually continue on here. Hello, Stanley. Hi. Oh, he's a happy cat. You guys can't see him because he's all the way down on the floor, but we have got both cats in on the stream now. And yeah, yes, they are brothers, so. Yeah, I really wish we could trade Marchessault because that would be such a bonus on where we're currently at, but unfortunately we're going to have to play this out, and we're committed to the process here, right? The process begins. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go your way. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, we're going to go from Milvini onwards, and gotta give Stanley some tummy rubs while I sit here with my foot. Alright, we'll go to the 11th there. You've got sister cats. They're twins. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. My cats are brothers. They're definitely not twins. One's a tuxedo cat, and the other is. Yeah, I will look at his trade value, Peaceful. Just give me a second here. But yeah, my one cat's a tuxedo cat. The other's a fully black cat. So, they're brothers. Like same litter and everything. Is it litter for kittens? I don't know if it is. I think it is. I might be wrong, but holy moly, we're gonna get a lot of scouts in here. Okay, nice. Okay, so the SHL is very well scouted for sure. And thanks, don't rush. Yeah, no worries. I'm just, I mean, I am rushing because this is the most boring part, is the spamming. But all right. Oh no, I'm sorry about that, Philippe. That's is it Felipe? I don't know how to. I'm really bad at pronouncing French names. I apologize, but oh. Stan, what's going on? Come here. Can you come jump here? Come here. No, he's being a cat as well. Yeah, that tends to happen though with cats. Is sometimes they just run away or they get hit by a car or something like that. Like you just never know exactly what's going to happen. Animals are a little unpredictable. Fortunately, both of mine are indoor house cats, so they have much lower chance of... Oh, there you go. You guys might be able to see Stan there. Yeah, there he is. He wants out now. You gotta come say goodbye to the stream first, Stan. Come here. Oh. There he is. I got the other one here. Look at his cute little toes. He's actually a pretty big cat, but yeah. This is Stanley. He doesn't like being on camera quite as much. Say goodbye, Stan. Okay. There you go. What a goofball. Make sure I don't close his tail in the door or anything. I've definitely had a few close calls like that. Yours is 7 years old now, Felipe? Yeah, that's, yeah, mine are just coming up on a year and a half now. They're pretty young still, so they got way too much energy, but, it's okay. I can usually keep up with them, so. Alright, and let's see, Turco, beautiful. All right, we got a pretty good portion of the U.S. scouted there as well. That's surprising for me. I didn't think we were going to get that much done, but you know what? We will take it. All right, and we get the entirety of that region done. I'm wondering, yeah, Kang's going to be good. I just don't know if he's going to be a lead or not, so we'll keep an eye on him because he could potentially be an option there for us to potentially draft as well, depending on where our pick actually lands. Just right now, guys, based on where we're currently sitting, do you think we're going to make the playoffs or do you think our team's going to miss the playoffs first year? I really don't know what to think as far as how things are going. Do we make it? Do we miss it? I'm really hoping, knock on wood, that we miss it, but we will have to wait and see, obviously, because, yeah, this has been so unpredictable with this sim so far. To be fair, when I looked at this team, I was like, oh, this team is much better than teams I have built in previous years, so maybe it is going to go our way for the first year, which is something I would not expect, but yeah, we'll see. All right, and we got up to, yeah, Cristoforo. Ooh, that's not right. All right, and then once we're done this, we'll go look at the trade value screen quickly. And then we will continue on with the sim and finish off the regular season at the very least. You think we miss? Yeah, I'm hoping we miss, Mark. We'll see. I mean, I really do think we just missed the playoffs, but this team has been way too close at points this season of like actually getting into it. I don't know if we've actually been in a proper playoff spot at any point this year, but we have been so close that I'm like, great, we're gonna have like a 15th, 16th overall pick in our first real year. Holy moly, Ben. Okay, so here's my question there for you, Ben, as far as Ethan Belchetz goes. Is that the one that you copied off of my spreadsheet as well? Because if it is, fair enough. Yeah, no, this isn't a draft where, because if you miss the top half, then it's the second half isn't very good, and then you don't get a good player in the second round then either. You copied him? Yeah, I did notice that. Like he he ends up at about an 80 overall by the draft, which is crazy good. But did you let him grow for a year? Like did you let him marinate in the O for a year, or did you just like throw him to the wolves? He was like 82 overall by the time he joined your team, kind of thing. Like what did you do with that, Ben? I'm interested because that could potentially be a play for us here with the Growlers in the future because Belchetz is on this roster too. So we shall see. Send him straight to the show. Interesting. Okay, so the only other questions I have regarding that is who are his line mates? Because if he's got some sick line mates, then I could understand the 26 goals in 25 games. Like he's on a potential Gretzky pace there, but... all right, I am just gonna do a quick overwrite and save here just because I have, again, lost way too many files over the years as far as going to simulate and just not having it go the way I want it to. Let's just check our team standings currently. We're 20 and 25. Lindstrom and a made-up franchise. Yeah, that would probably work, but 2 power forwards is interesting as far as... how that works. Okay, we're 24th now, so we're getting into that top 10 range now. Again, we have games in hand on the teams below us here. Or quite a few of the teams below us, so they might end up moving up a little bit. We'll see if we fall. I think we will. And then as far as the scoring goes at this point, Vasilyev's struggling a little bit. I get the feeling it's just his line mates more than anything, but... for the entire league, Marchessault's still on top by 3 points with 2 games more played. And Vasilyev's actually behind Zach Benson for scoring, so that kind of stinks, but, it is what it is. And then, where is Connor Bedard? Did he get injured? Is Connor Bedard not listed as a rookie in here? What's going on? Oh, no. The Blackhawks sent him back to junior. No chance. Oh, my God. Yeah, I definitely need a top 10 pick. I agree with you, Peaceful. Franchise guys just like Oleg. Yeah, so we could build out a very similar line there, Ben. That's interesting. Yeah, we need a top 10 pick this year. I cannot believe... Dude, Chicago, you're so stupid. Like... Connor Bedard's probably got like 150 points already in junior if he was playing this year. Like, why do they have Stamkos and Kane? Like, what's going on here, Chicago? What are you doing? And not only that, you signed him to 1-year deals. Like, bro, oh my God, what are we doing? Oh, he's only got 40 points in 30 games. Okay. Bedard back to Regina, and he's the best player to ever exist in the WHL as far as overall rating goes. Are you kidding me? 89 overall. What are you doing, Chicago? He's already the second best player on your team along with Patty Kane. Dude, this game is just... Oh, my God. Yet, where are the Blackhawks? Okay, there's... Can you imagine if this team? Oh my God! Can you imagine if this team had Connor Bedard on it right now too? I got nothing. I got nothing. I cannot comprehend that Connor Bedard is not playing in the NHL right now, because he would have like 1.5 points per game as a rookie. Maybe not 1.5, probably like 1.2 points per game as a rookie. Okay, well, we're simulating ahead more. We're going to go month by month here, finish off January, and then do February, March, April. And yeah, that'll take us to the end of where our scouting goes, for now at least. We're not going to look at the draft class just yet. We're going to wait until kind of we get towards the end of that season. I don't need Gavin Bayreuther. All right, and we're looking a little better there with just 46 points now. We're actually starting to lose some games, kind of like I expected. And all right, we'll go up to the end of this leap year in February here, because yeah, I guess 2024 February has a leap year this year. I didn't realize Igor Zamula was out, but okay. Like, how Marchessault's just scoring on his own. Like, he scores whenever he wants to, wherever he wants to. He's like, no assist? I don't care. I'm still going to shoot the puck. Whatever. Zamula's looking okay, but he's the only real player with any kind of gross potential on our back end that isn't going to be like off-season, all-performance growth kind of thing. So, yeah, interesting. I would really like Vasiliev to step it up a little more, kind of get over that, or get closer to that point-per-game threshold. If I heard the GM, even though it's not possible, Tyler Johnson's also near a point per game. Yeah, that's interesting, because, like, how our team... Oh, there we go. We're down to the bottom of the division. Let's go. That's what we wanted. You guys can't actually see. I'm realizing now how bad my face cam placement is, but it is all good. We're bottom of the division now, so... We don't need the trade deadline. We can't do anything here. We can't make trades, so keep on going. We'll sit here and watch all of the pop-up big trade notifications show up. Ooh, Vinny Lettieri could be, you know what? We're going to claim him. Reason being, yeah, he's only 29, so undrafted though. So yeah, we're absolutely going to snag him off of Dallas, and we did not acquire any first-round picks, because why would we? But let's simulate ahead one more day here, and it'll probably give us... Oh, okay, so no trades happened, apparently. But currently now we are 26, 34, and 4. Absolutely fabulous record to be where we want to be. And we are now only... We're second last now in the league, so that is a good spot to be. Second last. All right, just trust the process. Trust the process. We've only sold 56% of our tickets. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's bad. No, not that. God, we're still winning games. Stop winning games. Yeah. Oh, no, and we lose Vasiliev till March 27th. Okay, well, the tank was real. Bettman, no team tanks. No, we're tanking, Gary. Sorry, we're gonna come out and publicly release that in a statement here. We could be called the Newfoundland Tanks. That would be a fabulous Draft to Glory team name, is the Tanks. Unfortunately, there is no tank logo in the game. Unfortunately, you guys will see Michael Hagg here. He's a high top 9, so could be a good pick still. But we'll see what happens there with him. And yeah, apart from that, okay, so, ooh, hello. Oh my goodness, hello, Andy Healy. I don't care if he's a grinder or a power forward or what. This dude is going to be getting drafted by us. Guaranteed. 1-year ETA. Yes, please. Sorry, Gary, we are tanking. Yeah. That's the whole point. I'm realizing now how many high top 6 guys I have in here, too. This is probably a little overkill, but... so be it. That's just how it's going to go. And you know what? With pick 72, that's going to be real close for us getting Aiden Healy with a 3rd-round pick over. Like, we might be able to get some of these high top 6 guys still, whether it be Chernyshov or Gryden or Justin Poirier, or like there are options here. So we will see how it all plays out, but so far, it's looking pretty sturdy here. Even like a I mean, Cole Hudson's not going to fall, but if he did, he would be a guy I'd look into. Leon Mugli there looks pretty good. And yeah, I told you, Christian Kirsch is going to be a solid goalie too. But yeah, apart from that, there are some other goalies in here that are just like, what's the word I'm looking for? They are simply just real-life goalies that have somewhat decent ratings, I believe. I might be wrong. Oh no, maybe they got drafted in our redraft. Okay, never mind then. All right. As we continue on here, we continue to win games somehow. We're still bottom of our division with 69 points. There we go. We lose another one. Lose 2 more, actually. And then we get Oleg Vasilyev back, so looking okay. Ooh, look at this. Look at these 2 guys. They're looking all right. Yeah, Goudreau and Iafallo are growing quite nicely, actually, so... And I think we have to put Vasilyev on the top line now at this point. He's got 62 points in 72 games. Like, that is solid for a rookie. So we'll throw him top line and then go nobody? What? Come on. What's going on here? What if we go Blake Lizotte on the top line? That might work. Nope. Also doesn't work. So Marchessault and Vasilyev both do not fit. You would think that would be an easy call there, except for the fact that... Zach Benson's played all year as well, as far as I'm concerned. So let's just give it a quick little stop up and see. So you guys can't see it behind my webcam, but the Predators have 69 points in 75 games. The Kings have 62 points in 75 games. The Flyers have 71, and we have 69 in 75. So we're currently trending in at that 3rd overall pick. Unlikely that those other 2 teams catch us based on how bad they've played. Oh my god, Jonathan Marchessault has 92 points. I guess the medium scoring and high sim engine shot frequency is just really complementing his player build. Because I got nothing else there as far as how he's looking that good so far. And we don't have scouting reports on Tukio or Celebrini, so that's great. Okay, so I'm going to start putting a couple little things here in the comments for you guys. Marchessault is him. He's probably the top scorer in the league right now, if I'm being completely honest. But let's pop in a poll here nice and quickly. Okay. Boom. We're going to post a poll in there for you guys. Go for it. Go for the votes. That's something we want. So looks like only defenders is going to be the vote so far. We only have 1 vote in so far, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, should be interesting to see what you guys actually pick. Okay, most of you seem to be picking defender. Oh, okay. I mean, fair enough, Peaceful. I mean, to be fair, we're probably not going to win a number 1 overall pick, but you never know. So, excluding that we win a number 1 pick, that's what this poll is for. So if we're picking 2 or down, that's what this poll is for. So that's the initial poll, and then I'm going to give you guys a few options as far as what position you end up picking. Yeah, you guys all want to say it depends on where I am. Yeah. Even if we're picking 2 or down, it's more than likely going to be a defenseman. Simply just because of where this is all looking. The other reason being is because I also want to run polls where we're actually doing the draft too. So give you guys like 3 picks and say, hey, we're going to put it on this 2.5 minute timer. You guys pick it. Depends who's available. Yeah, there are a lot of depending things on there. So we'll end the poll for now and just see. I meant defender, clicked forward by accident. That is all good, Arvid. So it seemed like, yeah, most of you guys were leaning towards defenders, which is all good with me. It probably is going to be mainly defenders available in this draft because it is a fairly defensively heavy draft at the start. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. No guarantees on where we're going to end up, who's going to be picked where. like absolutely no guarantees. The only player that I am absolutely certain on here is Andy Healy, because he's a 1-year ETA low elite. And then apart from that, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Obviously, if our third round pick lands around that 70-ish range, then we're going to be golden. I am wondering where, let's see. Healy's there. Our pick is up in the 60s range. So, yeah. Andy Healy's going to be one of the few guys that we are really keyed in on and trying to land. And let's just check. Is Marchessault number 1 in the league still? He might not be, but he's probably close. Yeah, Tyler Johnson's actually playing really well too. Our undersized forward line is looking really good. Nope, yeah, Marchessault definitely fell down a little ways, but he is still in the race for the Rocket. He's not guaranteed going to get it because Nikita Kucherov scored 51 goals, but yeah, number 3 on that list is pretty darn solid for Mr. Marchessault there. And there you go. Okay, Vasilyev, even with 4 less games played, is sitting number 1 in the rookie scoring. So, yes, you were right. Should be an easy Calder. I love that comment. Marchessault thinks he is him. Marchessault is him, yes. He's him right now on our team. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Vasilyev over the next couple of seasons, because that's probably going to change your guys' whole perception on it. But, we win another 2 games. No. Okay, well, we're really not helping our odds of landing a number 1 pick here. But as we continue on, we lose to the... Ooh, okay. We lost to the Arizona Coyotes that still exist. Unfortunately, I can't go and relocate other teams in this save, so we're just going to have Arizona forever. Arizona forever, baby! Spoken like a true Gary Bettman supporter. I am not a Gary Bettman supporter, by the way. Just clearing that up with you guys. But yeah, we'll toss Lankinen in the back end there, and we continue to lose, and... lose. Beautiful. All right. We ended the season with 75 points. The LA Kings are the only team with a worse record than us. We'll take it. We will take a number 2 draft lottery odds. Marchessault is the only reason the team wins. You are absolutely correct on that. I'm seeing now, like, the poll popped up properly on the 1. 80% for defenders. We only had 5 votes in there, but that is all good. Jesus, Jonathan Marchessault just had a 98-point season. Oh my god. That is something. That is something else. In what world? In the world where he gets drafted to the Newfoundland Growlers. That is what world. That is the only world. And do we even have a scouting report on our top picks yet? I don't think we do. Yeah, no, we don't. The top 2 guys still don't have scouting reports finished on them. And look at that. Jonathan Kang is indeed an elite defenseman. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him. We're going to be in that kind of 3 to 7 range kind of area. But I am going to keep an eye on these 2 guys. DeAndre Turco and Wade Tuzolino both look pretty solid. Healy's obviously going to be a pick. We'll probably try to get Kvasha. And then, yeah, maybe Pentakainen too. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, because you don't know exactly where these guys are going to land. Ooh, Yuri Bobrovsky looks pretty solid too. So there's a potential pick. I cannot trade him for a first rounder. I really wish I could, but we're not gonna be that bad, unfortunately. We're gonna play on the edge here a little bit more than you guys probably want me to, but yeah, that is unfortunately the rules here. So yeah. All right, the draft is looking pretty solid so far. We're not done all our scouting yet. We've still got a little bit more to go. But, man, if I could trade him for a first rounder, I absolutely would. So, all right. I'm going to sit here and just click around for a couple minutes, guys. That's all you're going to be hearing is me filling out my spreadsheet. I'll even show you guys what it looks like after the fact. But I just need to actually be able to see the screen for now. So, yeah, we're gonna just stick with that for now. We ended up 34, 41, and 7. 75 points and a 32nd place finish. As far as I can see, we were 32nd place. I don't believe anybody else finished below us in that regard. Okay, I thought I hit A. I guess I hit B. how are we doing on season 1 so far? We are an hour and 20 in already. Okay, so these are going to be slightly longer episodes. But obviously we're going to cut out these sections where I'm just like going through inputting all of the stats and everything. So this is kind of downtime for you guys if you need to. Oh man, no, Seattle snuck in. Oh shoot. Okay, so Seattle actually snuck in below us as well. I didn't realize that. So we have the third best odds. But you know, it is what it is. The Kraken and Kings could probably use some top end picks still. Especially the Kings after how their season's gone. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just get working on this spreadsheet here quickly, guys. It'll take me probably about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you don't really want to sit here and listen to me just click around on the keyboard for a while, then absolutely feel free to go and just take a quick break, get a glass of water, a snack, I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Go to the bathroom if you need to. I know I probably need to at this point as well. Who did I miss here? Florida, Detroit, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Boston. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm just going to be sitting here clicking around on my keyboard for a few minutes because, oh my god, is anybody else realizing just how stacked the Atlantic Division was? Apart from us, like everybody else had at least 84, 85 points, and then there's Newfoundland with 75 right at the bottom. Okay, next division. How about 118 points there for the Devils? That's insane. Edmonton, Vancouver, that was not right. Definitely missed a team or two there. Minnesota needs to be in there. Minnesota, Chicago. I missed St. Louis as well. There we go. Okay. That makes a little more sense. Okay. I am just realizing now, guys, I really got to go to the bathroom, so I am going to just jump in here nice and quickly. I have no idea what my stream, there we go, my stream sometimes just like jumps screens into behind where my Xbox is and like what screen my Xbox is on. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump off camera here for a minute, guys. I just gotta go to the bathroom and then I will be right back. But yeah, interesting play out for the first season here. So we'll go boop boop boop. Okay, be right back, guys. All right, we are back. My apologies, guys. Just had to go to the washroom there quickly. I didn't realize how much coffee I had actually drank this morning, so there we go. Sorry about that. Apologies, guys. Okay, so yeah, we finished very bottom of our division. As far as I can see, we were the worst team in the East. So worst team in the conference even there, actually. And then we're going to punch in all of our player numbers nice and quickly, and then we will punch in all of the league numbers afterwards. So, yes. Marchessault is just absolutely insane. Honestly, though, like, if... I kind of get that feeling, though. Like, if Jonathan Marchessault didn't play on the Golden Knights, where they're a super structured and, like, super defensive team, I kind of get that feeling that, like, there would be an opportunity for him to score closer to that much, as long as he had really good line mates. I mean, I don't know if Freddie Gaudreau and Alex Iafallo or even like Tyler Johnson are really like top end kind of guys like that as far as line mates go, which is hilarious. But you know what? We will take the sim results and the finish because we did just fine as far as where I wanted to end up. And yeah, can't really complain about it too much. How about 13 goals and 56 assists for a nice 69 points there from Oleg Vasilyev in 79 games? It's not bad at all. So yeah, I will show you guys what the spreadsheet kind of looks like after you've filled it all in, because it can be a little bit tricky sometimes with some of the team acronyms and stuff like that, where it's just like, okay, why is it done this way? Doesn't make sense for it to be that way, but yeah, that's oh, hold on, I totally just missed all the other forwards below the cut line here. Not that there are many, there's like 3 more, but still. Thomas Nosek and Kiefer Sherwood. Kiefer Sherwood beat the crap out of Quinn Hughes in the playoffs in round 1 on Nashville. I'm just realizing that now. As far as what I saw this year is that Sherwood just bullied Hughes, like, to be completely honest. Van Riemsdyk actually had decent points because he got to play forward for some of the season. That's pretty funny. Also, how did Vinny Desharnais outscore Sean Walker? Like, what just happened there? That's pretty insane. Also, 44 points from Darren Radish is, like, really, really good. Also, Lankinen did not win a single of the 4 games he played. That is the goalie we want in net for next year. Yeah, okay, so we'll keep an eye on Kevin Lankinen because he's probably going to be the guy that we look at. Ooh, and there you go. Oleg Vasilyev has now added elite edges to his repertoire of X factors. So that's why I love this game, is because you just never know exactly what you're going to get. And plus, with elite edges, like, that's going to be awesome for future play. Looks like Jack Hughes was your top scorer this year in New Jersey with 117 points. Nathan McKinnon. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon showed up too, but Connor McDavid finally made an appearance at the end of the season. Yeah, that's crazy. Draisaitl and Edmonton at 106. McJesus with 105. And then Malkin scored 99. Just topping out Marchessault there. That's really funny. that Marchessault was so close to being on that just highest scorers list, and then Marchessault's third on the goal scoring list. So 48 goals, though, for Marchessault is insane. Yeah, you would think so. So many 20-plus point D-men. Yeah, that is crazy because, like, you know, our defense is good. 89 defense is not a bad rating, but, like, must have been some of the craziest scoring we've ever seen there. So there we go. Now the chat actually shows up. I have to kind of, like, click and update it every once in a while. I have to leave it open. Otherwise, it just, like, doesn't show up properly sometimes. So, yeah, that is what it is. Maybe we take... Oh, this is fun. Okay. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Every time I minimize my OBS, it just pops up in the wrong window. So we're just going to flip this back over. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Now the chat actually pops up properly and everything. All right. Almost done with the scoring numbers here. Patrick Laine somehow scored 47 goals. That's crazy. McKinnon, and then Nazem Kadri. Seriously? 44 goals? Okay, that's crazy as well. Alright. Take that as you will. I didn't expect him to be that good a goal. I mean, I didn't expect Marchessault to be that good a goal scorer either, but, you know, it is what it is. Oleg Vasilyev tops out Zach Benson by a singular point to hopefully win Rookie of the Year. We'll see. 35 penalty minutes is actually a lot, and the fact that he only took 107 shots is also crazy because he probably could have scored more if he shot the puck more. But your top defenseman this year is Adam Fox. Your top goalie this year is on. Oh my God, Vasilyev's got a 925. Yeesh. How about Jake Allen with a freaking 915? That's insane. Okay, well. I mean, to be fair, the Oilers had 119 points and won their, probably the President's Trophy, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Oilers actually won the President's Trophy. I totally did not punch in the stat numbers there at the end. But, yeah, okay. So, now that we're at this point, we can advance, I think... Oh, yeah, okay. The AHL is also done. That's nice that the expansion mode actually plays out 82 games as well. So we can punch in all of those forward stats. Carson Kuhlman was actually pretty good. 67 points is not bad at all. And then I have got to punch in... Unfortunately, the way the spreadsheet works here is that I have to punch in the percentage numbers for the record and stuff like that. The Huskies did okay. They were 40, 34, and 8. Putting them where exactly? Probably just out of a playoff spot. Quite literally 17th, like just out of a playoff spot in spite of how bad our team looked. That's pretty interesting. Okay. And then we were in the North Division. That's nice. That actually makes sense. Rochester, and Syracuse. The Pacific Division is always a schmozzle as far as there's like 10 teams in this division. And I still have the Stockton Heat in the spreadsheet too. I have to change that to Calgary. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, 70.1, 66.5, 52, 57.3, 52.4, 58.8, 52.9. Alright, and then we go down to the bottom. We got the Henderson Silver Knights and the Coachella Valley Pirates with 41.5 points, 37.2% of points. Okay. Hartford, Springfield, Providence, Hershey, Bridgeport, Valley, Charlotte, Woodbury, Scranton. Okay. I missed a number, didn't I? Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Alright, that one's punched in, and then the Central somehow only has 7 teams because yay division alignment. Way to go, NHL. You kind of suck at your job. Alright, so I've got all the team stats punched in for the AHL now at least, and, you know, Corson Kuhlman. Is it Corson? Carson Kuhlman, my bad. I don't know where Corson came from. Carson Kuhlman was actually pretty solid. Okay, almost done here, guys. I know it's a little bit tedious here. I apologize for that. Shout out to Vinny Lettieri with 1 point in 7 games. Rihinen, that's an interesting name. And how are our goalies? Stuchlik, something along those lines. All right, the best players this year in the AHL were none of our guys, but we saw, oh my god, Cutter Gauthier scored 120 points. That's insane. What do you guys think about that? Do I watch basketball? Benson wins Calder, you're probably right. Yeah, you were correct, Red Boy. I'm seeing that comment now. Yeah. Yeah, the 120 points. To be fair, the A normally has 72 games, so he gets to play 10 less games. But yeah, Will Smith dominated, Cutter Gauthier dominated. He also just shows up as a fully undrafted player, which is wrong. He's supposed to be a Philadelphia drafted player. But yeah, those are crazy top end stats. I thought our players did well. Incorrect, just completely incorrect. Sean Farrell sims really well in this game for some reason. I don't understand why, but he does. So yeah, Cutter Gauthier just dominated the league. Like, it wasn't even really close. Sean Farrell and Laval was very good though too. And then it got a lot closer. Elias Anderson was very good, also in Laval, I would assume. Yeah, 93 points. Dmitry Voronkov in Cleveland also just dominated as well. 41 goals is insane. Cam Atkinson's in Hartford of all places, so that's an interesting one. But yeah, as far as goal scoring goes, Dmitry Voronkov was the top goal scorer, followed closely by Cutter Gauthier, and then this guy, Aiden McDonough, always does it really well. I don't know why, but he does. Yeah, Abbotsford, like, pretty much not every sim, but probably 9 out of 10 sims I have, he is like one of the top A scorers, which is hilarious. Obe Kubel in Texas is really good, and then Benoit Olivier Gruel in San Diego is also quite dominant, actually. So, all right, 41, 39, 38, 37, 36, 36. Sean Farrell also had 36 points. So, all right, guys, let me just pop over quickly. Yeah, we'll just jump screens here quickly so you guys can all see it. Marcus, you talking about me as far as what? Like, I got more facial hair or what? Like, what's going? Well, I mean, I haven't talked to you in quite a while too. It has been a while for sure. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I mean, we are rocking and rolling here with the Draft to Glory series right now. The scoring in the AHL is just absolutely obscene. But yeah, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we've actually interacted, but if you see a player with 2-bar low elite and a 5-year ETA, get him. He will be a low elite. Okay, interesting hockey visuals. We will definitely take that into consideration. Boston at the bottom of the Atlantic. Okay, what else is going on here? Marshy's going to get mad X Factors. Yeah, Red Boy was saying we should try to get a high shot frequency power forward. I think we're going to wait for Ethan Belchetz. That's going to be the goal. I look older, yeah. I mean, I am. I'm growing facial hair a little more properly now. That's probably part of it. But NHL 19, yeah, that's 4 years. Yeah, it's a. To be fair, I'm 23, so yes. Yeah, that 4 years definitely changes a person a lot in that time of span. What's next after Draft to Glory? I don't know yet, Orca. I'm thinking about it, but this is going to be a fairly decent length series as far as we're probably going to have 25-ish streams in total of this. I mean, it's probably going to be almost a 50-episode series by the time we're actually done. Unless you guys only want to play anything but the Leafs. Yes, Peaceful. I got you. But yeah, I don't know what. Will I do a Utah expansion? Potentially. I mean, it would just be more of a relocation. But, yeah, let me know what you guys want us to do with this series as well. Yeah, do you guys only want us to play until we win one cup? Or do you want us to play the whole 20... Like, do you want me to play the whole 25 years? Or what do you want to happen? Because year one has been a very interesting season. So, anyways, we are going to advance now. We are ready to go. We've gotten past one point here. Oh, sorry. Before we advance, I'm just going to jump in, do a quick little screen switcheroo here. Just going to grab this, slide it over, pop the screen over, and then... maybe like 10 years, as far as like 10 seasons, Arvid, is what you're saying? I don't know if we'll have our team fully built in 10 years. That's the only thing. We'll be close, but I just don't know if it's going to be perfectly done. Okay, so here, guys, I'm going to show you this nice and quickly, just how the spreadsheet should look when you're actually done filling it out. So this is what the spreadsheet should look like. This is year one finished. You got captains. You slap a C or an A in brackets beside them. Apart from that, all the teams should slot in more or less exactly where they are. If not, you just hit this, goes equals, and then say, I mean, Chicago obviously made it here, but say Edmonton's playing like St. Louis instead of Chicago, you'd go equals, and then St. Louis, boom, done. Same thing as far as Arizona wouldn't be playing Vegas, they would be playing Chicago, so you do it like that kind of thing. So that's how that works. Punching all the numbers here. I like to bold when my players actually finish somewhere in the top end. You're struggling with salary cap issues, but your good players have expensive contracts. What should you do? You have two options there, Orca, as far as what to do. As far as either you go and get league minimum guys on your bottom half of your roster, like for your current situation. You want Islanders franchise mode next. That's interesting. I know Toogie just started a 1999-2000 Islanders franchise mode, so that one's kind of taken, not really taken. But Arvid, yes, Rule 85 didn't work. Okay, so at that point, yeah, you either have to offer sheet and trade the other guys, or you have to pick between all of your expensive players and pick one or two and be like, you're gone, pull the Toronto Maple Leafs as far as what's probably going to happen here. But yeah, this is how the spreadsheet should work, guys, just as far as what it should look like when you're done. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a storyline section here. If you want to write anything, like you'd be like, Vasilyev snubbed for Calder in spite of leading rookies in scoring, or something like that. Like you can write little storylines like that, or something along those lines. So we'll see. Like I don't know what's actually going to happen, obviously, but yeah, we'll pop back over to the live screen here. And then I gotta just switch my screen back because we're switching between inputs here. So, yeah, the day, that is a good tip, Arvid. Very, very well done. As far as, yeah, if you go the day between the draft and the re-sign phase, so if we like look all the way down here, if you're looking for a spot to sign your players, you get it right here, right in this day on the 24th is when you offer the contracts. Okay, so now that we're done the season, we're good to simulate right up to mid-May, and then we'll do our last round of scouting. So yeah, let's continue on here, guys. But we are going to cut this video right at, like we're going to cut the live stream for the video right at the draft lottery pretty much, so like the day before the lottery happens. So I'll do like a little outro and stuff, and then we'll do another intro before we actually do the draft lottery, just so it's there for you guys and it's going to look a little cleaner. But yeah, we'll see what kind of X Factors Marchessault gets. Or yeah, you just resign them during the regular season. That is also another good tip. And okay, we are almost in through to May here. I think we're going to want to stop up right about there. Probably the 13th or 14th was the date. Arizona's in the conference finals. Jesus Christ. And Columbus. Oh my god. Okay. Man, oh man. What's going on here? The Arizona Coyotes are having a season to remember. Utah's going crazy. You were correct. Utah is going crazy. So, all right. Playoffs here so far. This is what it's looking like. This is insane. Columbus beat Tampa in Game 7. That's ridiculous. But, yeah, oh man. Okay, let's take a look at the draft class here again, because this is where we got to finish off the scouting. But yeah, there's your Macklin Celebrini, and then Mika Tukio looks pretty solid, honestly. But he is defensive, so probably not the guy we're going to want to go for at the end of the day. And yeah, we'll see where everybody else lands. We're not going to have a Branzig Nygard here. Nygard, however you say his name. We're not going to have a scouting report on him because he's in the Allsvenskan League, where we don't have a scout. Same with Linus Eriksson, which for all of you watching, those guys are probably going to be medium top 6 players, both of them, so that's fine. And then we've got lots of other guys in here that look quite good. Cameron Sommers is a new player. I don't recognize him. But yeah, this Andy Healy guy is going to be one of the few that we want to get just like a potential, or sorry, just a play style on, see what kind of play style he actually fits. And then apart from that, I don't know how many other really good picks we're going to find in here. Klein actually looks pretty good, so that's maybe a goalie we'll snag. Apart from that, we're still waiting on Tuzolino. Ooh, hello. Wade Tuzolino, how you doing there, buddy? So yeah, we're going to scout Wade Tuzolino for sure. He's in the Central. Bjorn Hansen looks okay too, so maybe he'll be decent. Yuri Bobrovsky is very possibly a guy we'll take. Magnus Backman, maybe another guy. And then DeAndre Turco as well. Potential guys. We don't know if we're going to get them for sure or not yet. We'll have to see kind of where they land. This guy has an X Factor? No, he doesn't. Okay, that makes more sense. Hold on a second. Slaney. Probably going to be like a high backup, more than likely. At that round. Koltsov looks okay. Same with Pentakainen. Anybody else? Kasha. Yeah, okay, so we got guys that potentially look really good. We're gonna get scouting reports on all of those guys done. And worst case scenario, we get a Camden Campagna instead of any of those guys for like our 7th round pick. But yeah, that's about as far as we're going. So let's actually go in and do the proper scout reports here for the end of this draft. And yeah, just see who we need to scout still. So obviously the whole top end is all good. Pretty much we're just going to try to scout any players that are not fully scouted yet and have semi-decent potential. So guys like Nickerson, Emelin, probably Yaskins, yeah. And then we can go all the way up to like June 22nd for the date. Holy moly, there's a lot of Russian guys in here. Okay, so we'll go from Dadonov onwards for those potential comparisons. But yeah, this is the way to do it as far as the Mandalorian would say, this is the way. Yeah, we definitely want Koltsov with a scouting report. Definitely want Kavasha with a scouting report. Sokolov's fine. Probably do Yulanov, and then anybody else? Not really. Okay, so we'll do that other, this other guy Dadonov in here. Okay, and that's good for me as far as Russia goes. As far as the Liga prospects go, I don't know if there's quite as many that are like not scouted properly. Ooh, hold on. Well, this is why we check. Marko Järvinen, going to be another guy that we want to pin. So remember that name. Guys, make sure you put that in the chat in case I miss it, because I might end up missing the fact that he's NHL ready. Jonas Saaralainen looks pretty good too, as a 2-year ETA there. And then got a few guys to scout in here that just didn't quite get the full bar scouting. Anybody else? We did pretty good in Liga, honestly. I'm quite impressed with how much our scouting got done. So, yeah. Maybe we do some character assessments on, like, Järvinen and Savalainen. Honestly, like, I'm okay with that. Alright, we'll just rock that for the rest of that Liga scouting report. So yeah, interesting there. This is SHL now, so let's just keep going through here. I'm sure there was some guys that didn't fully get scouted. Yeah, guys like Badinka and Berglund and, okay, Berger, that's a great name. Matthias Janssen actually looks pretty good with his stats and everything there, but the ETA just looks a little off. Ooh, hello. Okay, so yeah, we'll get Bjorn Hansen, and then we'll start on Backman afterwards with the next SHL report. And yeah, this is how you really kind of just pick and choose your guys at the end of the day, as far as finding the potentials and scouting reports and everything to be as accurate as physically possible. Ooh, another low elite Petakainen. I am actually going to scout Gunderson over this Barry or Brunstrom? Yeah, over Brunstrom for sure. Okay, so that'll be our SHL reports. I don't think there's really going to be a whole lot in Extraliga to scout here. Maybe I'm wrong. I am not wrong, okay. Let those guys just scout the back end of the Extraliga, because I really don't think we're going to be drafting too much from there. These two, though, like Mugli and Kirsch, actually look really good. And then apart from that, there's really not a whole lot else going on here in the... is this the NLA or the DEL? This is DEL, wasn't it? No, it was NLA. Okay. And then DEL with Dackel. Klein's going to be a good pick. He's a gem, actually, so we'll more than likely pick Klein. Am I watching any other leagues? I've been watching a bit of the WHL, not a ton of it. I was mainly just watching when the Rockets were in the playoffs still, and then I'm pretty sure they lost to... I don't even remember who it was. Oh, hello, Nigel. Nigel did leave when I went to the bathroom, so now he's back. Okay, so yeah, we're not actually going to scout anything in the DEL. Just give Dackel a little break, because he did just fine considering there aren't a whole lot of scouts in there. Really, Nigel, do you need some attention? Sure what it sounds like right now, isn't it? Hey, guys. Okay, come here. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Oh, you were such a cat. Jump up. Come on. Nigel, jump up. There you go. You guys can kind of see him. Not really. There's his tail. What are you doing, buddy? Hello. Okay, so we're done the East. We're going to get some Central scouting done. We're going to get the play style done on Healy here because I really need to know if he is a grinder or a power forward or what kind of position he's at. Oh, Nigel. Need your dad cuddles, hey? Yeah, that is all good. And then I think all of these guys are scouted just fine. Connolly, Eiserman, and then, of course, Boyum. Yeah, okay. So we're going to get McLean and Tuzolino. Tuzolino I'm interested in to see what his potential ends up being. Simply because we just don't know yet. Definitely scout Turco too. These other guys I'm not really as concerned about. So yeah, we'll start the next Central report with Turco. And yeah, unfortunately, Arvid, I'm just not really quite as involved in the entire kind of like North America or like out of North America kind of scene when it comes to hockey. Like I'm probably going to watch the World Championships because Bedard and Celebrini are just so good. And if they get to play together too, man, like everybody else should watch out. But yeah, we'll see about that. It's going to be a fun tournament for sure. Let's go with this guy. I'm actually interested in Seabrook because he's got a couple X factors that it looks like he might have. We got Michael Hebert, however you say his name. I don't even know. And alright, we're just about done here as far as the final round of scouting goes, and then we get to go right up to the draft, which is the exciting part. So a lot of 2-year ETAs in here though, like Mataiko and Poirier. Even Alexandre Blais looks pretty good. Lasserte, pretty sure he's going to be top 9. Baudouin, oh wow, oh no, we're into June. Okay, that's fine. Baudouin, Boyard. You love my Oilers jerseys. Thank you, sir. I mean, I have a McDavid one too. I actually loaned it to my girlfriend's brother because he's a big Oilers fan too, and he's been watching a lot. He's been going to a lot of like bars and stuff to watch games, so he's been wearing that out occasionally. So yeah, I gave him the McDavid jersey that you guys have seen back there for probably years. Gave him the McDavid jersey wear for the playoff run here. So yeah, and yeah, Chief Dave, you're a fan, I assume. Yes. Yeah, I assume you're an Oilers fan. I feel like I would be wrong to assume otherwise. Okay, who else do we need reports on here? I mean, a lot of the queue here doesn't have players that we're necessarily going to be watching, so we'll just kind of get that done. Yeah, it's a good time to be an Oilers fan. I can definitely vouch for that there, Dave. But yeah, it's this team is so fun to watch. They're so deadly, such a deadly team, especially on the power play more than anything else. But still, 1 year ETA on Villeneuve. That's interesting. We're not going to scout a lot of these guys because I just don't really feel the need to get all of the potential comparisons done on those. So we'll continue on. There are a lot of OHL players to scout here still, but I believe Sam O'Reilly has a decent ETA. No, he doesn't. Okay, I thought he did. You know what? Let's just go get this back end of the done, because I don't really care too much about, like, we're not going to draft a lot of players out of there, so we're just kind of doing this for the sake of doing it. Anderson family, you're back. Hi, hello. And then anybody else we need to scout in here? Oh, there was a starter there, potentially. Liam, there he is. We will get him. We'll get Morelli and Fisher and... Yeesh. Okay, that's pretty much it, so... Actually, that last pick we're just going to take off so that the scouting report's definitely done in time. Where was it? There we go. Okay, so... We're all good on the O, and then we're finally down to the dub, and we're almost there, guys. Almost there as far as... seeing where our pick's finally going to end up. Look at the Macklin Celebrini build, though. That would be a hell of a player to get, but we shall see. Caden Lindstrom's also NHL ready, so that's a fun one. I don't really need Miettinen or Richard or any of those guys. Clark Caswell's a gem, so that's interesting. I do kind of get the feeling we are going to be taking more American players for the most part rather than O players and guys, and well, just CHL players really for the first couple seasons anyways. After that, then we'll get better scouting reports and better computer generated guys that aren't already set potential. So yeah, but I guess we can rip Miettinen and Richie and Jekko, and I think Basha didn't even have a full report, did he? Yeah, no, he didn't. Okay, so maybe out of those 3 or 4 we'll go. I know Bash is going to be top 6, so we'll just keep him there. And all right, we are done scouting as far as we get to go right up to the draft now. So I hope you guys are ready, because we are going to finish off simulating through here. And as we do so, we're going to get right up to the draft lottery pretty much. So we'll simulate another couple of days. I'll probably have to stop and just punch in the... Stanley Cup Finals. Arizona made the Cup Finals. They beat Vancouver. Oh my God. Do they win? No, they lose to the Rangers. All right, so there you go. You have your what's the word? You have your playoff winners there, the New York Rangers and the Providence Bruins. In real life, lotto soon as well. Absolutely. All right, and yeah, we're just gonna hold off for a second. I'm just gonna punch in those playoff series stats, because once those are done, then we are absolutely ready for the lottery. Well, actually, there is also retirement too, but retirement happens after the lottery. Oh my God, Marchessault's up to a 91. Let's go. Okay, so we had Tampa versus Columbus, not Toronto, and that was a 3-4 Columbus series. Columbus went on to beat Buffalo 4-3. Buffalo beat Florida 4-2. Devils and Wings went to 7. The Devils won, but then the Rangers beat the Hurricanes in 6, and then the Rangers went on to win 4-1 against Columbus. In the East, Edmonton and St. Louis went to 6. Vancouver, Calgary went to 6. Arizona, Chicago went to 5. Dallas, Minnesota went to 7. Arizona then beat up on Dallas as well as Vancouver. Vancouver beat the Oilers in 7. That's interesting. And Arizona lost in 6 to the New York Rangers. So, interesting playoffs there. As far as the other end goes here, as far as the playoffs, we had Colorado San Diego was a 3-0. Abbotsford lost in 5. That next series went to 4. And San Jose lost in 6. All right, Manitoba 3-1. Iowa 1-3. Rockford then won 3-1. Rockford goes to the finals and loses to Providence. Cleveland and Utica 3-2. Laval won 3-0. Cleveland lost to Laval. Laval lost to Providence. Hartford and Hershey went 3-2 and then 0-3. And then Springfield went 2-3 and bada bing bada boom, Providence. Bruins are your winners there. All right, as far as awards go down here, let's check this out. Individual awards. Go figure, Cutter Gauthier is going to have a plethora of awards after that 120-point season he was able to put up. Voronkov won the goal scoring, though, but I get the feeling we're going to have a lot of Cutter Gauthier here. Lassie Thompson, though, in Belleville. Won the Eddie Shore because, you know, best defenseman. Boquist. I'm just punching in all of the awards here, guys, because again, it takes a hot minute. John Ludwig and Wilkes-Barre Scranton on the Yannick Dupree. That's interesting. All right, and then as far as NHL awards go, Hughes Draisaitl wins the Hart. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Adam Fox wins the Norris. Go figure. Brad gets the Lady Bing. And there it is. We get absolutely screwed. Did I ever predict that or what? Oh my goodness. Somebody else predicted it too. Who predicted that in the chat? Yeah. Peaceful predicted. Somebody else predicted. It might have just been Peaceful again, but anybody? Yeah, no, it was Peaceful. Peaceful called it. He's like, Benson wins Calder. It's plus minus. Yeah, it's so stupid. Plus minus is the deciding factor. Like, come on, how does that work? Like, really now? Really? All right, Vezina, obviously Vasilevsky. He had such an insane year in Tampa. I would expect nothing less. Oh, Vinny, let's go. Vinny Desharnais wins the Bill Masterton. Definitely not what we were expecting. Vinny's huge. What a man. That's crazy. Vinny Desharnais gets he's the only player on our team that gets an award. Absolute robbery. Highway robbery on Vasilyev, though. I cannot believe that's actually what just happened. And Vinny Desharnais wins an award. What the hell? That's so strange. Oh well. You win some, you lose some, I guess, right? Oh man, what a hilarious sequence of events. Okay, so now that we are done the awards, obviously Kucherov won the Rocket. We determined that already. But yeah, we're rolling in here. We're having quite a live stream. So we're now 2 hours into the live stream. We might be going 2.5, maybe. I don't think we'll go 3 because the draft's going to go fairly quick. But if we win another number one overall pick again, that would be insane. Let's just look at the progress reports quickly first, because yeah, this is what we wanted to see. 91 rated Jonathan Marchessault. So oh my goodness, look at all of those X factors. Oh, he got yoink and the quick pick. Like, he only had close quarters in 1T before, but then he added big tipper, yoink, and 1T, and then no other X factors there. But like, I follow, man. Yeah, he should have had a gold X Factor, which is insane. I don't know how he doesn't. But look at some of the growth on this team. This team might actually be good in a few years. Which is a scary thought because we want to win more picks, obviously, but whew, wow, okay. And then you know that this team will underperform next year because they're better. So, all right. I think we are good to go for advancing a little further here. I just need to figure out exactly. Do you guys know exactly when the lottery date is? Because I do not. I believe it's like the day before retiring player. So we're gonna go 2 weeks up on the sim. Actually, maybe a little bit less than that just to play it safe. And yeah, okay. So that's where we're marking it. That's where we're good for now. Thank you guys all on the edited version for watching this video. I appreciate it. It helps support the channel a lot. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit notifications, and make sure that you don't miss the next video because that's when we're going to hit this lottery and then, of course, the draft and re-sign phase. And yeah, it's going to be a big one here. But yeah, day before retirement is the draft lottery, so we will get to that in just a second. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, so here we go, guys. That's where the cut line's going to be. So here we go, guys. Welcome to episode, what's going to be number 4 of the edited series of Draft to Glory. We're still on live stream number 2 here, but we are jumping into the draft lottery to start things off here. We're going to advance a couple days, see where we land, and then we're going to be throwing a bunch of votes and polls in the chat to see where we go. Peaceful saying hi YouTube, so there you go. He was obviously not at the last live stream, which is, you know, it's all good. I don't always schedule them at the most opportune times, but here we go. This is the draft lottery for our first real season, year properly number 1 of this entire Draft to Glory series, and let's see what we're gonna get. So ooh, we slide from 3 to 5. Okay, the Nashville Predators will get Macklin Celebrini. What a strange lottery this year. That is a weird one for sure. I mean, it sucks. It doesn't suck. We get pick number 5. We get a good defenseman still, but more than likely. But yeah, ooh, 100% you'd say defense. Yeah, okay. So that is what we kind of wanted to. We're waiting for in the chat at least. Anyways, was where was our pick gonna land? So pick 1, Nashville. Obviously, Washington jumps from 2 to 5. That one stings as well. It stings for us. LA and Seattle mainly are the 3 teams that really got screwed there. I mean, Montreal also slid down 2 picks with Winnipeg's pick, but they still get a top 6 pick, which I don't think Montreal's exactly complaining about. We're going to pick number 5 here to start, and you know, that is what it is. Can't really be upset about that. I kind of expected, especially after we just won a lottery, so... Sorry, I'm just filling out the rest of my spreadsheet as far as Providence won in the minor league there, and then we are just going to punch in retiree numbers here nice and quick. Apparently we failed to upgrade our concession. I didn't even look at that. But with pick number 5, guys, I mean, we have a choice between 3 guys, really, in my opinion. I think the other 4 guys will go off the board ahead of us as far as Demidov, Silayev, Tukio, and Celebrini, but the question now comes down to this, guys. So, remember, for all of you in the live stream at least, we were talking about Ethan Belchet's. I believe Ben Parker was saying it. Zane Parik is right down at number 8. So, he's potentially a guy we could go for. He's a little bit underrated as far as 1 year out still for what we're looking for. So, I really think we could go with another Belarusian. We could get Artyom Levshinov. That would be really cool. But then we also have the opportunity for Caden Lindstrom, who would be really good, or Byam could play both ways. Obviously, he's huge. He's 6'3", 195 pounds. I don't know, man. This is going to be... Oh, you're saying he plays both ways as far as plays both handednesses. Yes, that is very influential in this pick too. His skating isn't the greatest, though, which is why I'm probably leaning more towards Levshinov. But, I mean... We're going to throw a vote here in the chat, guys, so just give me 2 seconds. We'll pop that up. Yeah, offensive D-man would be the best. Okay, so let's start another poll here. Add an option. Okay, and we're going to go... I think we're pretty determined D-man do we draft? We're going to go, who are our 3 picks we've got? Zeev Boyum, Artyom Levshinov, or Zane Park. Those are our 3 picks here. So I'm gonna let that sit and just kind of marinate with you guys for a little bit. We'll see how that poll goes. But yeah, we got 3 options there, and yeah, we'll see how many picks it actually ends up being. Should be fun at least. But yeah, we're gonna keep that open just so you guys can see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's this Jonathan Kang guy that we can't actually go out and get because he's going to be right in the middle of where our picks land. After that, though, we've got, Michael Haig looks really good. Henry Muse could be another good defenseman. We could get second-round D-men here that would really help our team out, too. But, yeah, there are options here, so... We've got that one going. Looks like, yeah, Levshinov's mainly the pick. Marko Järvinen, yes, peaceful, right? I cannot forget about him. There was also this, Sarella guy actually is not as good potential as we were hoping for. I totally just went right past Järvinen, didn't I? I just don't know. Oh, well, we could get him with a second rounder for sure, yeah. An NHL ready grinder. That would be a fun build for sure. So that's one guy that we will probably look to pursue. Because, yeah, NHL ready at pick 59 is crazy. And then, let's go. Healy fell all the way to 79, so he could be our 3rd round pick. And we still somehow don't have a play style on him. Hello, what are we doing here, Kaylee Lowry? Come on. Get that pick in. Let's go. So, yeah, we've probably got quite a few decent players coming our way in this draft. Apart from that, there's Kirsch. There's... Yeah, I did ask you to remind me because otherwise I forget. So, this is always a fun name to go back. But I think we also probably have to go with Klein here, too. Because our next set of picks ends up around 95 or so. So, if we grab Klein there, that's probably a decent pick. Ooh, Tuzolino is an elite. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got multiple draft steals available in this draft, and we will be grabbing Wade Tuzolino with the next pick after that because he looks absolutely insane. The draft while it's happening. Oh, so Kevin, are you talking about the real life draft lottery coming up here, or what are you talking about? I'm interested. Today in the live stream, we are going to be doing this draft. That is the goal. Talking about the real draft. Yeah, I mean, I could cover it. I haven't actually thought about covering it. I was kind of just going to sit back and relax and watch it. But I mean, hey, I could absolutely cover it live too. That would be interesting for sure. I wonder if you guys would enjoy that. I wouldn't mind just having a chat party for the live stream. Guaranteed Tuzolino's an 80 after this year. I'm hoping so, because we're going to look to draft him for sure. We could probably get Bear Slaney a little bit later. Ooh, or there's Pentakainen. I think we have to go Pentakainen just because he's a guaranteed low elite. As much as I would like Slaney, I think Pentakainen's probably the pick there. Unfortunately, Kvasha didn't turn out. He was high top 6. Anybody else that we had pinned? I think that was more or less it. Koltsov was a maybe, and he didn't turn out. So, yeah, that is, those are the players we're looking for. I am interested, but yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, Peaceful saying he wants Celebrini to go to Montreal, obviously. Everybody wants Celebrini that's available in the lottery. He's for sure the most NHL-ready guy. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind seeing him go to San Jose since San Jose has the best odds. Plus, the Sharks really, severely need a face of the franchise. They got Will Smith. Will Smith's going to be great. But I don't know if he's your number one go-to guy. He could be a very, very, very good supporting kind of number 2 man on a team. But, yeah, we'll see. So, okay. That was the look at the draft class. I'm just going to do this. We're going to let that poll run for a little bit longer, but it is looking pretty good here so far after 9 votes. As far as we have how many people in the stream? We've got... We got 15 people in, so guys, make sure you cast your votes as far as who we should draft because I would love to hear from you guys, because that is just something we want going. I'm going to just jump into my spreadsheet, get all of these players punched in quickly. I know this is kind of tedious and takes a while, but yeah. Voracek, Shea Weber, and then Luch calls it quits. All right. Seabrook, Alex Edler, and Jake Muzzin. All right. Of course, I messed up my borders on the spreadsheet, so now I gotta fix that quickly. One too dark as far as the gray goes. There we go. All right. Who else do we got here? We got down to Weber. We got Lucic. 173, 233, 321, 3. Muzzin had only 683 games played. That's a little sad as far as like just how few games he really got to play. And to be fair, Muzzin played probably he was probably one of the hardest to play against as far as physically punishing defensemen in the league. So the fact that he got injured didn't surprise me. It was more just a matter of that he just never really never could really get healthy again afterwards. Leafs getting Celebrini, that's 100%. Hockey visuals, yeah, okay. That's, yeah, the pick is 100% Levshunov, no doubt about it. So, all right. Do we see any coaches retire? We do not. Perfect. And all right. Do we really need? I don't think we really need to do interviews. So we're just going to continue simming on. I just don't feel the need to do interviews. So looks like Levshunov is absolutely the pick. We're going to close that poll now, just based on how it's gone. And yeah, peacefully only chose Boyum because of where he was, absolutely. But yeah, 70% of the vote almost going to Levshunov is not really surprising. He is going to be probably the best D-man on the board. We'll see. But yeah, we've got some good picks here coming up. So we'll have to just kind of stop up once we get to our pick. We'll call a timeout quickly. Now that we're at the draft, I am going to, again, save the file just to make sure we don't lose any yearly progress, because I've had that happen before where my game just crashes mid-draft, and I'm just like, shoot, now I got to sim the whole season again kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to get into this. We're getting a good defenseman here year one by the looks of it, like properly year one. But let's just go to offer trade. Of course, the Nashville Predators want to trade their pick as well. Which we cannot go for as much as you guys would probably love me to move this man here, Jonathan Marchessault, who's just been an absolute beast for us so far. To be fair, Marchessault is going to see some serious regression over the next 2 to 3 years just because of his age. But yeah, let's see where our picks landed. 36, 69, 102, 135, 168, and 201. Okay, so pretty decent spots for our picks. Can't really complain about that at all. But now we just want to actually go into the draft, take a look at who we're getting, where we're getting, and then go from there. So, obviously, Artem Levshunov, we're going to go a little bit off the board to get him. But that was the voter's choice and the viewer's choice, so that's what we're going to go with. I mean, I did slightly influence that as far as I was like, well, look at his X factors, look at how he looks. Like, Levshinov's going to be sweet. He's got tape to tape and puck on a string for sure. But yeah, he's going to be a big body, obviously. 6'2", 198 at 18 years old. We're going to get 2 Belarusians in 2 years. So that's kind of the main plan here. Obviously, some team's going to get lucky and get Jonathan Kang, which is going to be an awesome pick for them as well. But apart from that, once we get down to our second round pick, which is at 36, so it's probably more around these guys, we're actually just going to skip right over a bunch of these guys and go straight for this man down here. Marko Järvinen, going to be our second round pick. Medium top 6. I don't think there's really much. He's a right wing / center grinder, and he's that big. Like, this is either a pretty okay middle 6 kind of piece here. When is the lottery on exactly? Is it 6:30 or what time are we looking at for that? Because I actually do not know. I gotta check what time it is. But yeah, if you guys let me know, then we can absolutely look at that. Alright, Aiden Healy is going to be the next pick after because he's at 79 and we've got pick 69. Okay, hold on, we got comments here. Draft starts in 7 minutes. Oh boy, okay, well we might just have to... Oh shoot, that was bad timing. We might just have to flip over here quickly. Oh man. Oh man. I have a TV, like I can watch TV on my computer. There goes Celebrini, the first pick there to the Nashville Predators, but NHL Draft Lottery is only half an hour, so I mean, I'm just going to react to it with you guys. If you're not watching the stream, that's fine. I totally understand for those few minutes, but yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm just going to mute. You guys might be able to hear my computer there. Might not be able to, but yeah, anyways, we got this draft going too, so we're kind of going back and forth here between what's happening right now. You had 15 viewers in here quite a few times. This is crazy. I love the support, guys. I really, really genuinely appreciate it. But then we're going to go with Healy for the next pick here coming up. So let's just go down to him. Yeah, because Healy's all the way down at 79, which we should be able to get him there. Still no idea exactly what position he's going to be. We just know he's a big body, 221-pound forward, so he's going to be sweet. And then after that pick, as much as I want to go with, well, we might be able to go with Kirsch, but where did Kirsch, Klein, yeah, Tuzolino's at 123, so we have to take him at pick 102 because he's a medium elite out of the U.S. League with a 2-year ETA. So yeah, we absolutely have to snag this guy right now. Right winger as well. 2-way forward. He's the smallest guy we're going to draft probably. And again, he is 19, but yeah, okay, so those are going to be our first 4 picks for sure. As far as our 5th one goes, we have to probably go with, let's see, 135. We could probably get Yuri Bobrovsky. And then after that, we're going to go with Pentikainen. Oh, actually, we probably won't get Pentikainen, which kind of stinks, but probably is going to be the case. Let's see. Well, Bobrovsky's also 19, so I think I actually want to go with the power forward center instead. Washington's about to make their pick, but yeah, Samu Pentikainen's going to be the next guy. Okay, yeah, the lottery's coming up here in 4 minutes. So, well, I mean, it's obviously going to take a little while, so it won't just happen immediately. But yeah, okay, there we go. Mika Tukio goes second overall, obviously. Backlund celebrating as a center out of the dub, and then lefty out of where? SHL. Okay. We got LA and Seattle to make their picks still. How's the chat looking here? You can sort by pins for all the players I want. Yes, absolutely, I could. I just want to make sure that the picks kind of fall in the right area. Because, yeah, I had other guys pinned here, too. Like, at pick 280, we're going to look at that guy for sure. Let's see, anybody else? Not a lot as far as who else we're going for. Like, Pentakainen, we're taking way earlier than I really want to. This goalie here, Tristan Barrett, will be our 7th round pick because of just where he falls. Next go 184 at 18, so he'll be good. And then, you know what, let's also sort by potential and just see if I missed anybody, because I very well might have missed somebody. Obviously, Tuzolino is going to be the great pick there, but yeah, unfortunately, Pentakainen and Turco together aren't going to both end up on our team. Pentakainen's like 5 picks too far ahead, unfortunately. Yeah, and he was down at 184, so I was almost certain we were going to get him there for a while, and then he just jumped way up the board. Actually, how's this Koivu guy looking? Yeah, okay, he's okay. Yeah, it's just, unfortunately, it's just so tight. Like, we're probably going to get one of these guys, whether it be, hey, it's Mikhail Savan. I don't know if you guys remember him from way back on the Hamilton Tigers franchise mode. He turned out to be a franchise player in one of those saves, but yeah, Savan, that goes way back. Yeah, oh, for the first real draft, absolutely peaceful. We're getting some really, really decent players here. So, all right, we'll figure out that pick 168, like our 6th round pick here, but LA is going to get the big, mean defenseman Anton Salayev. Ooh. That is a nice pick for them. And then he's a lefty out of the KHL. And then who's Seattle going to pick? Because it doesn't really change anything, but Ivan Demidov will be the guy. All right. He's a right winger also out of the K. And all right. So we are at our pick now, guys. I think that the decision is pretty clear here. We are indeed going to be going with Artyom Levshinov. Just simply put up more points in a very similar league with the same amount of games. He was a minus, but he got to play a little bit more. He took a few less penalty minutes. Him and Boyum are very similar builds, but elite speed with B skating. I don't know about that. But yeah, we're going to take Levshinov here. He just seems to have more X factors too. And although Caden Lindstrom's on the board, and we might regret that later, we're going with Levshinov. There's no doubt about it. So 2 Belarusians in 2 years. Artyom Levshinov, welcome to the team. 76 overall, but he's got 5 X factors. So yeah, we cannot complain about that. That is the guy you want. Yeah, he looks good. He's exactly what we were looking for. So there you go. 2 Belarusians in 2 years. We got the black Belarusian. We got the Levshinov Belarusian. So, all right, let's see how the rest of these picks go. Boyum goes to the Sharks 7th. And yeah, he was good too. Skating is definitely not as good. Lindstrom to the Habs, 6th overall. That's a nice pick for them. And then, all right, Catton goes there. Sharks get picks 7 and 9. And they, oh my God, that's so disgusting. Oh my God, Boyum and Perrick, 2 picks apart. Gross. That's gross. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, 'twas bound to happen. All good, Real Divinity. Have a great rest of your day. Glad you actually got to stop in on the stream here. That is all good. It is. I mean, we're in the draft here now, and at this point, we won the 5th overall pick. Or we lost down to the 5th overall pick. We had the 3rd best odds, but we land Artyom Levshinov there. That was the voter decision. So yeah, we'll go over to pick number 36 now. See how the rest of this first round goes. Looks like Adam Jecko ends up in Seattle there, so a decent player for them. Cole Eiserman ends up on Vegas. That's scary to think about, but yeah, okay. And then oh my goodness, Montreal. Need to listen to it. All good, peaceful. I totally get it. Go watch that draft. I totally understand that. But yeah, we're just getting to the lottery now. I'll be reacting to it here. Obviously, we don't have it live because it's going to get copyrighted if that's the case. But yeah, pretty decent first round there with our pick number 36 here, though. Well, we could take Greedon or Michael Haig or a few different guys that look really good here. We are going to go instead with a forward, an NHL-ready forward at that as well, and a grinder named Marko Järvinen for any of you who are still in here and watching. Let's see how good he is. He looks pretty solid, good physicality, decent stats everywhere, and he is 77 overall, so that is a heck of a pick for us. I'm really excited for him. He's actually better rated than first round pick. Like, that is insane. So yeah, Marko Järvinen, welcome to the team. I think we still have yet to pick like a proper Canadian player here, which is hilarious. But yeah, Hag's gonna go to, well, man, there's some good players falling off the board here. But yeah, look at Henry Muse. That's a heck of a pick too, but not 77 overall. So Truculence is going to be fun with Järvinen for sure. But we'll go over to pick number 69 here. And at pick 69, obviously we're going to be taking that Healy guy, as long as he didn't fall off the board. Looks like he did not, so that is beautiful for us because that means we get a second round player in the 3rd round essentially. And all right, here we go with this next pick because yeah, he's going to be good. Andy Healy, low elite. I think he's going to be a power forward, but we'll see. And how good is he? He is 73 overall good, and he is indeed a power forward. So there is another really good pick for this team. Possibly going to be a guy that pairs up really nicely with, what's his name, Oleg Vasilyev in the future. We'll see. He might even end up being a medium elite at some point in his career, but yeah, heck of a pick there in the 3rd round as well. So we land 3 very, very good picks. We'll go over to pick number 102 now. Kirsch is going to fall off the board to the Kings. Anybody else that was really good? Doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, yeah, Linders there. Ryerson Linders was actually really solid too. But yeah, with our next pick, we're going to go down. We have to skip over Klein, unfortunately, but because we have to grab this guy. We cannot pass on Wade Tuzolino. He just looks too good to pass up on, so we will take him here. And at pick 102, Tuzolino is 71 rated. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have just landed 4 70-plus rated players in 4 picks. Oh my goodness. What a draft. What a draft. Yep, this is yeah, this is really good. This is really, really good. I know he's 19 and that so was Healy, but like, who cares? They're in the 70s on their overall ratings, so we cannot complain about that. Okay, so for the next pick here, well, let's see who else got drafted. Anybody else that was a steal that we just fully missed scouting? I mean, Klein was good, obviously, but anybody else? Not really. Not really as far as future picks go there. So I am just, the only thing I'm worried about is that Turco's going to be a medium elite defenseman, and we're going to miss on another right D that we could potentially have here. That's the only thing I'm worried about, but at the same time, I don't really want to risk it, because if we don't get Pentakainen, then that is a big miss for us, because he's a guaranteed power forward center, and we don't really have centers yet. So do you guys think this is the right decision to take Pentakainen as the guaranteed low elite, or do we take like a Bobrovsky who's also 19 but only medium 6 and smaller, or do we take a Turco who could be an elite defenseman but we don't know? Like what do we do here, guys? I just don't really know who we want to take. Any feedback would be much appreciated, because I'm struggling here as far as who we go for. Yeah, this is a tricky one for sure. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know who we're going with here. So I think I am going to go with Pentakainen. I'm going to go with Pentakainen. That's just the safer pick for me. 59 rated, low elite power forward, and he wears number 69, so can't really complain too much about that one. We will take it for sure. And yeah, okay, all right. That had to be the pick in my opinion, but we will see what we actually missed out on here. Bobrovsky was top 6, 57 rated, and then where is he? Turco was a medium top 4. Okay, so we definitely made the right pick there. It was a little tight. I was a little bit worried there. Slaney turned out to be a high backup, so that was definitely a good thing that we didn't draft him either. And then apart from that, this is where I'm kind of lost as far as who we're taking next. We could go with Tuber. We could go with, I think I'm probably going to go with Kvasha, even though the potential's not great. But we just don't really have any other options here. So, yeah, we'll see. Sokolov was not a great pick, unfortunately. Anybody else that is? The potential is not really there, unfortunately. Yeah, it's either Savan or Kasha. Or Kvasha. Kvasha. I mean, we could go with Tubert here instead. He's actually a bigger goalie. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go with Ken Tubert. He'll be a medium fringe NLA goalie of all things, but you know what? We will take the slightly bigger goalie over. Well, that's the thing, is we can still get Barrett as the next pick, but they got Macklin Celebrini on here. He's like, well, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm going to get drafted where I get drafted. I don't really care. I'm going to miss the opportunity here to take Savan or Kvasha, which, you know, either player is going to be okay. Actually, no, we're taking Savan, even though he's small. Yeah, okay, we're going to take Savan. All right, and he's not a great pick, but we will stick with it. The reason we took him, though, was because he's 17, so that was kind of the difference, and Peaceful, go for it, buddy. I totally understand. Like, you're not missing big picks here at this point. We're almost done this live stream at this point, so I totally understand wanting to go watch the draft lottery. Like, that is definitely a little more exciting now at this point than this stream is, because we're already in the draft. So yeah, no, go for it, man. I am not bothered at all by it. So all right, and then for the final pick, we could go with Campagna, so we could have gotten that pick instead, but you know, he's 19 as well, isn't he? No, he's 18. Okay, so oh well, you win some, you'll lose some on the picks, but we're gonna go with our last pinned player here. Oh, we don't have him pinned even. Go figure. Oh well. The last good-looking goalie in here as far as Tristan Barrett goes. And yeah, we will take him. He is a 48 rated fringe starter. All right, not bad at all. All right, so there you have it, guys. For the 2024 NHL entry draft, we make out like getaway robbers here, as we just absolutely steal a ton of picks, like a ton of picks. We got 4 really good players there, and the rest of the guys, even though they're not as good, they still look pretty solid. So I am totally happy with the picks we got, and the last 2, you know what, whatever, they're late round picks. They're not always going to be steals. Sometimes they will be, but yeah, what a fabulous draft that was overall. I'm very happy with what we got. So all right, and that is it for this draft. We will just kind of look through our picks one more time here, and yeah, there you go. Okay, the lottery odds are on now here, so I hope some of you guys have got it kind of going as well. 7.5% chance that the Utah, whatever team they're named, moves up, but heck of a draft here for us. We land 470 plus overall rated players in Levshinov, Yarvinen, Healy, and Tuzolino. So we are really starting to build out quite the team. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this group goes in the future. Obviously, there's still a lot of time between now and when we're actually able to make an impact with these guys. But hey, it's a heck of a draft, and I cannot complain about how it went. Definitely saving the file after this one for sure. I am tempted to turn on the lottery. I just know that the draft lottery is gonna get copyrighted because it's on TV. So I can't show it, unfortunately, guys. But I am gonna be listening to it here, simply because I have to. But yeah, what do you guys think about the draft? Like, do you think we did well? Do you think we probably should have gone for more centers? Do you think like what do you guys think? What do you guys think about our first draft there? I think it went quite nicely in my opinion, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right, boys, we're starting the draft lottery here. All right, no change after the first pick. I'm still watching through here. Ooh. Oh, sorry, never mind. I was looking at the wrong pick. I thought Pittsburgh moved. But no, Detroit's fine, yeah. Okay, no movement on the first 3. Okay, no change still on the draft. Sorry, guys, I'm totally just sitting here watching the draft right now live, but... Okay, first 5 teams don't move. Alright, still no movement for the first 6 picks. Come on. All right, so after that draft, guys, see we dropped a little bit down to 6. We're back up to 10 people now. I'm not really chatting a whole lot in here just because the draft lottery is on. I got it going in my ear right now. But looking at how our picks played out and what we got in the system now. Okay, so we still got no movement in the draft. This is interesting. Seattle. Okay, Seattle doesn't move. But yeah, look at some of these picks, guys. We are stocked right up here. Alright, no movement there. Is the leak real? Is the leak real? Nope, Utah doesn't move. Okay. Okay, Utah stays. Montreal doesn't move either. Okay, we're down to 4. Interesting as far as this draft goes, because there's still no movement yet. Okay, so Columbus doesn't move from 4. Down to 3. Anaheim, Chicago, and I'm getting the feeling Anaheim might get it here. I just have that feeling. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Habs didn't move. No Celebrini or Hudson. Oh. And no Celebrini and Hudson. That's okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world baseball. You guys are still going to get a sweet player, but now we hit ads. Go figure. All right. Well, picks didn't move. That's okay. And you know what? I mean, I don't know. I just get that feeling Anaheim's going to end up with Celebrini. I just have that feeling. I don't know why. I mean, I had the feeling with Chicago last year before the lottery even happened. I was like, Chicago's just going to end up with Bedard, aren't they? Like, it's going to happen. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But, Yeah, Peaceful saying they better not draft a D-man. Yeah, I really hope they don't either. They don't need one. But all right, with our picks and players and everything here, things went quite well. So honestly, guys, I think we're probably gonna wrap this thing up here pretty soon. I just don't really see the like, we'll go through the re-sign phase, and then we'll kind of call it there. We'll let you guys kind of sit back and decide, okay, do we need to go for any free agents? Has our team gotten way better? Have they gotten worse? I think they've gotten better, honestly, just based on looking at the contracts. Plus, we're considered, yeah, nobody's chatting because of the lotto. Absolutely. I know. That makes sense. It's all good. But we only have a few extensions here. I mean, obviously, Brandon Tanev's going to go get another year. I don't think we want Casey DeSmith as our goalie. He was actually okay. He had 4 shutouts. Like, it's kind of wild, honestly. $2 million for the next year on Lyon. And then, if we look in the system here, we really want Kevin Lankinen playing more games because he wasn't very good. So slap contracts on both those guys. Delmore grew a bit. He's up to a 55 now, so that's not horrible. Could be a lot worse. As far as our D-men in the system go, Levshinov's the only one so far, but I mean, hey, he looks good. Anaheim lands number 3. Do you think so? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm also not live on the... I'm still watching an ad. Okay, so yeah, in the system we're looking kind of meh. We've got a few good players, though, obviously. Like, Tuzolino might end up being a top-end guy eventually, especially being 71 overall already at just 19. You never know. And then we got Healy on the left wing, so yeah, the system is slowly and steadily starting to come together here. Only a few picks at a time, obviously, but we got 3 draft parties going on for those final teams. Anaheim does not move. Still not a bad spot to be picking, though. Davidson's smiling too much. He's smiling way too much. I don't like that. Don't be Chicago. Come on. Okay, thank God. There you go. Nobody moves. What a boring draft lottery this year. Interesting. I mean, yeah, nobody moved, so that is all good. I am happy with that. Okay. There you guys have it. The draft lottery is over. Celebrini, obviously, yeah, heading to Galley. Not really surprising San Jose won. I was kind of hoping that would be the case, but I had that moment of fear where it's like, don't let it be Chicago again. Come on. But yeah, there you go, guys. That was the draft lottery's over now. So we're now on to the re-sign phase here nice and quick. This stream is really gone on for quite a while. We'll probably end up finishing it up here pretty quickly. But yeah, we offered Brandon Tanev a contract. I think we're going to hold off on Lyubushkin. Because, yeah, just looking in the system here, I don't think we're going to sign Casey DeSmith either because he was just too good in the first year. We want our team to be worse for sure. So, yeah, that's what we're going to just kind of hold on to for now. We're going to keep everything pretty much the same. We will sign Iafallo to an extension. Let's go 3 years at $4 million. I'm okay with that. But yes, Celebrini is heading to San Jose. Not really surprising there. I'm quite happy that's actually what has happened. But yeah, that's all we're going to do right now for contracts. We'll advance a day. And, alright, we got to sign a few players, but we do get Iafallo, Leon, Lankinen, Leon. I keep saying Leon. It's Lyon. Alex Lyon. 3-hour stream. Apologies, Scott. I'm glad you're sticking with us here. But yeah, we're pretty much gonna wrap it up here right away. We only got a few players to sign, mainly guys down in the system too. It's not gonna be anything super special. So yeah, that's if you have to go, I totally understand. I appreciate all your time sitting in here in the live stream with me. I really do enjoy talking to you guys. It makes my day go by faster. Makes these streams a lot more enjoyable, or makes these recordings essentially a lot more enjoyable. I think we have to sign Järvinen first here, though. But yeah, we're pretty much just gonna finish off this re-sign phase, and we'll finish off the episode before free agency. So like, just finish off with this kind of stuff. And yeah, do we need to sign any of these guys? What do you think? Do we sign Healy and Tuzolino, or do we let them marinate for one more year? I think probably holding them down in the minors not in the minors, down in the junior systems is probably fine, because otherwise they're just gonna probably lose potential. As far as Järvinen goes, though, he didn't get a whole lot of play time. He only played 11 minutes a game, so I think he's one guy that would benefit. What do you guys think? Do you think we sign Järvinen? He's the only guy that I would consider signing. But yeah, let me know. So yeah, we'll advance a day here. We should get a bunch of these guys back. I don't know if I'm gonna sign Levshinov to the ELC yet. I'm thinking about it, but it wouldn't change anything peaceful. So what happens there is that if we sign him, there's a better chance that he actually ends up not growing, from what I've seen, what I've experienced so far. So I think we are going to let Levshinov sit just for a year, simply because he's only 76 rated, and he gets to go back to the O where he was actually very good. Like, with 75 points in 67 games, I only expect him to build on that from there. If he doesn't, then yeah, there's a little bit of a problem there, but I find that tends to happen anyways. When I saw Levy, I thought like Devin Levi. I'm like, we don't have Devin Levi. What is he talking about? I'll try to get Dryden Hunt back. But yeah, I think I am going to sign Järvinen. Järvinen's the one guy where I'm like, okay, he needs more ice time, because he just simply didn't get it in this first year, even though he turned out to be 77 overall. And then yeah, Levshinov, we're just going to hold on to. Not going to do anything super crazy with him yet. His build very much reminds me of an Evan Bouchard kind of build. That's what he looks like. So we'll see. We'll see if that turns out to be true or not. And then as far as Casey DeSmith goes, we're not signing him because he played too good for us this year and actually gave us a chance of winning, which we didn't really want or need. And not like we really got screwed out of a whole huge difference of picks. It's not like there was a franchise guy at the top of the class or anything, but over the next few years coming up here, guys with like, whether it be James Haggins or Macklin Celebrini or Landon DuPont, we want to be in on those guys potentially. So we will have to see, but I think as of right now, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We'll advance one more day just to see if we get any more of those contracts. We'll probably... Michael Misa. Yeah, Misa's going to be good too. He's not the top player, though, in that class coming up. He's probably number 2 or 3. But yeah, James Haggins is kind of the number 1 guy in there right now, in my opinion. So that's what we have the roster set as, at least. And, alright. Apart from that, we want to sign Dryden Hunt. So we're going to give him a 1 year, one way. That's like 1.5 mil. And then... we'll sign Liam O'Brien to a massive... whoa, wrong one. We always hope for the number 1. Absolutely, we always hope for the number 1. But we're going to sign Liam O'Brien to a 1 year, 16 mil contract. I am ending this stream quite soon here, Peaceful. So yeah. Anybody else who's still in the live stream, I appreciate you for sticking with us for this long. It has been quite the stream, quite the series and sequence of events, and a fabulous first draft, like proper first draft, not just, oh, we got gifted a franchise player. Like, we actually lost a lottery, still made some good picks out of it, and yeah, I was very happy with how that turned out. So yeah, Levshinov, and then these guys down here, like, those two are just, they're so good. They're gonna be so good. So anyways, guys, I think that is where we're going to wrap it up. We'll sim ahead to free agency here quickly, make sure we get Dryden Hunt and Liam O'Brien. And, of course, we aren't going to be trading any players because we just simply do not need to. But, yeah, we'll see how this next season plays out because we might actually shoot ourselves in the foot depending on how well the team performs next year. And I think what we're going to do for now is not go get a new coach. The reason being is that then we can play our top line at a negative chemistry, which will probably help us not perform quite as well because, yeah, our team just took off here this first year and did way better than we were really expecting. So, yeah, that is where we're going to wrap the video up and the live stream up. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down below, drop a like, subscribe, and hit notifications and do all that good stuff. And that is it for this one. Thank you all for sticking with us through this stream. As Bettman said, no team tanks. Yep, good night, Peaceful. Good night, chat. Good night, everybody who's ahead of me. Obviously, we're later ahead. It's 4 o'clock where I am, but I'm on the Pacific time zone. So, yeah, that is it for this one. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.